Hello and welcome, one and all, to An Unlikely Tale, Ascension. Based in the Sword Coasts of Faerun, where we use a combination of various TTRPG systems, a dash of homebrew, and a sprinkling of the classic rule of cool. Tonight we will be continuing our journey to start a rebellion deep in the heart of Menzoberranzan and completely shake the fundamentals of their society and have a little fun along the way. So with that said, do note that this is a brutal, grim, dark adventure filled with various hardships, struggles, and injustices. So, if you have a low constitution score, you may want to grab some advantage for those saves. Before we get started, I want to thank Remy for that resubscribe. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's unleash the players, because I have a sneaking suspicion we're in for an interesting night, friends.
Up if I could watch it if I wanted to.
Okay. Hey guys.
Here, hi.
Smoking that Gwendolyn pack.
Packed up. Oh no.
Silas, did you nuke your party? Is this what I'm hearing?
Hey man, all I'm saying is
I
was
didn't nuke
smoking
'em.
that Gwendolyn pack.
I didn't nuke him.
Nope, I was all medi.
All I'm saying is that Michael is a hero.
Yeah,
Smoking that
George. Oh, I
Gwendolyn
love that
pack.
guy.
R.I.P. Xavier.
Mark.
Mark got beaten hard, bro. His body is unidentifiable.
I want Patrick to live.
Patrick smirked.
I don't even know if there is even a body to speak of anymore at this point.
Can you imagine how he felt? Like, we told him, we didn't tell him. Ace told him to go kamikaze himself. And by the
Wait,
time he got
Jesus,
there, that
guys.
shit was blown up
Wait,
anyway.
Jesus!
Hey man. I don't know if I
A
should
massive siege engine serpent had come to reinforce the front line as they were breaching forward with Jovians and battalions in tow. And well, they saw that thing and they were like, well, that's gonna be a problem. And
I
Ace,
don't want to show the sketch without any context.
please do. Oh my
All right,
god.
I'll send it into the art chat. It's a rough draft for West 4.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. So they tell
Poor
poor Bob Livin, that's his name, and poor Robert, he got hyped up, he got swept up in the moment. He wanted to be a hero, go down as a legend, save all of Waterdeep from a potential monster.
Okay.
And he got him the airship that he was dropping the group off in, of reinforcements, and took to the sky. While that was happening, Gwendolyn betrayed the party.
Oh!
Yeah.
Apparently, I just passed out on the floor in the original area.
So,
Narcolepsy.
like, wait, is Gwendolyn a baron or
No.
not
They'll
that
learn.
kind of betrayal?
Yeah, they'll learn a little bit more about why all that happened next session.
I'm excited.
Lots happening.
But,
Next session.
Yeah, next session.
Next
Long
session.
story
Brian
short, when Gwen turned, Alistair engaged, saw the serpent, and grabbed Gwendolyn in the Jovian and charged headfirst into the mouth of the machine before detonating the Jovian and self-destructing it. And yeah.
And you had buckets of
I'm not gonna explain why.
Just skip it.
I'm not gonna explain why it exploded so big yet. But Gus is gonna be happy. Gus is gonna be really, really happy.
Oh!
Gus, you got,
Oh no,
got to see
that
the
was my
move.
fault. Oh, that was my fault.
No,
Oh
no,
shit.
you did
Oh,
make a bomb.
I like
It
the delay
wasn't
in the
that
words.
one. It wasn't that one.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, it wasn't that one. Okay. Oh, I was worried a bit. Like, oh, is this my fault?
No, nuking the midtown of all of Waterdeep is your fault. Yeah.
Roko made the bomb work. It was a
Roko made the
success.
bomb work. Yeah. Bomb was
I'm
planted.
surprised Roko. I'm surprised Roko agreed to that.
Roko took it by the reins. Pretty much went full stealth, flew over, installed the bomb. Could have been spotted by themselves. Managed to plant it without fucking it up. Beat the roll by 1. And then managed to.
Oh no, that's not what I was surprised at. I was surprised that she was okay with using that much force.
Oh, nobody knew it was gonna be that big of a boom.
Yeah.
That was a prototype. You know
Oh,
that
good
book
to
that
know. Next
that
time-
Silas left behind that Gus got to go through in 10
Oh,
Yeah, you learned some of the
oh.
secrets that were in there, and you put one of them together. Let's put it that way. I'll fill you in more specifics a little later on.
Oh,
So you're telling me character development for Lance is he's going to be a heavy drinker soon?
Well,
You're not.
fortunately,
Aren't you?
the city bomb didn't hurt anybody on your side. It was used to destroy their airfield. The
So it was-
Alistair
so it
bomb,
wasn't-
however,
So it wasn't in the civilian quarters.
no. Most of the city is just a war zone at this point. There's like nobody in it
Fair.
anymore. Yeah.
Fair.
Everybody who was in it has either evacuated far away from Waterdeep or to Aurora.
Okay. What did Alistair do
about-
then?
Alistair, he detonated a Jovian. And set its reactor to go critical. It also contained a prototype reactor made by Silas before his unfortunate passing. And that reactor, similar in design and not exactly function to the thing that Gus made.
So essentially, it was a nuclear reactor.
Pretty much.
Okay.
They were crunched for time, you know. And fortunately, some friends from another world came and brought a big gift. It's a finite supply, so. But we'll, like I said, we'll get into all those juicy little bits later.
Yeah, we have our own. We have our own.
Yeah, you
secret.
got your own situation to contend with, friends. It's gonna
Let's see
be
if we'll go
interesting.
without a hitch.
I have high prospects for you. I'm not gonna
Can I
lie,
get
it will be
kidnapped for one?
challenging, but
Did I get to kidnap someone?
given your skill sets,
Did you prepare your spells, Eden?
be sure to check your spells and things before we get started.
I added the spell you guys
And I'll
told me
start
to.
the intro
Uh,
shortly.
That's all we need. Thank you.
Okay, I wasn't. You guys said spell, so I was like, wait, did I need to add more than just that one? I'm like, wait, what?
Just making sure. Just
Nah,
Well,
it's
don't
just
tell me
that
if
one
anyone
in
wants bardic
particular is,
inspiration before we separate.
It was just the phrasing that got me mixed.
Oh, no worries. The reason why it's so important is it's a kind of a big linchpin in the plan.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I reminded.
Yeah, I did it before I went to bed last time.
Perfect.
Yay.
Thank you.
So, bardic. How much bardic inspiration can you throw?
I'm double checking. It says 4, but I don't know if it's gonna give me more.
Oh.
It's okay. I only have 4 because that's my charisma modifier.
Gotcha.
And then it'll give you a D10 bonus.
Wait, did we? Are we done with the recap, or are we?
Oh, no,
just
we haven't even
jumping right-
started it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we haven't
fuck.
started.
Oh fuck!
You guys are a little ahead, but it's okay.
I can understand the anticipation.
I
You
just
do
wanna
got a
commit
solid plan set up.
treason.
We're not committing treason. We're not allied to. Unless you're planning to commit treason against us, then,
No.
that's worrying. That's worrying.
Let's incite
Inside check,
I
Ayla.
felony. I just wanna
Inside
commit a
check,
felony.
Ayla.
I just want to commit a felony. Let's go, guys.
All right,
That I believe.
friends.
We're talking D&D, right?
Wait, we're talking D&D? Shit. I'm gonna just leave, guys. I'll be back later.
I gotta
bye.
go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
I gotta go cover some tracks. Bye.
Last thing we hear is like, last thing is here is like Eden's door breakdown and
I get
The thing is that we hear it's just Medicus.
Medicus coming to arrest me. Shit.
Yeah.
we got him, boys. We got him.
It's been a sting operation this whole time.
Yeah, been in the military this whole time, just waiting for me to confess.
It is what it is.
Could have gotten me a lot earlier then.
No. I want to make sure the charges stick.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, it doesn't, lead back to him.
Thanks.
And there's a lot of things that'll lead back to him. The way he talking to me is just the Discord. Anyway, so D&D guys.
COD lobby.
COD lobby.
Okay.
We ready to get started?
Maybe. Woof.
Alrighty.
Yeehaw.
When last we left, our party had arrived to the bar, a tavern, inn, whatever have you, named Crinty Delarage, drow for highborn of vengeance. Led there by the namesake itself, carrying the same semblance as their keyword, used to notify their contact and verify their identity. As Frederick heads off to meet with the tavern owner, the party gets to discuss amongst themselves and get a rough sense of the kind of place that Menzan Barrozan turns out to be. A strange diversity of creatures and cultures, seldom seen and even less seen in such dense population, socially interacting with one another. From Ithalid to Beholder. Upon verifying, after getting a taste of the house special for the day, a dish called Gup Gup, they go on to meet with the alleged spider mage. Heading up to the second floor of the tavern and into a hall, seemingly devoid of all sound. Upon entering the room, they find a cloaked individual bearing a staff just within hand's reach, his face obscured by his long hood. Seems almost comical how cliche it is, but the man seems to be completely serious as he goes on to question the group. Further, despite their ability to provide the keyword, hoping to fully confirm their identity, an act that Jerry volunteers for, placing himself under the effects of Circle of Truth. Upon verifying who they are to the man, he goes on to share his motivation at some light probing, and finally explains why they're there. He tells them of the rebellion he means to start with the Association of the Council of Spiders, and another current hidden organization lying in wait for the right time. He asks of them to procure 3 tasks. The first, the collection of the Brooch of Loath, an artifact that the god uses to maintain an ever watchful eye over all of Menzoberranzan. To destroy the Melee Magthair, a military campsite used by the Drow to train up and raise this army of the Black Spider. The group currently being raised up to start the campaign of expansion that Loth hopes to begin. And finally, to kill Kenthel Bainray, matriarch of House Bainray, and essentially the most powerful woman in all of Menzoberranzan, second to the goddess Loth herself. He asked them to complete these 3 tasks within a week's time, and should they succeed, that he will go on to provide them what they seek, the location of the second Nether Scroll, and their main objective. Satisfied with what they've learned, and now with a purpose in mind, the Spider Mage goes on to offer his familiar, a strange spider-like creature by the name of Cobweb, and lets them know that when they have completed their work, that Cobweb will show them the way back, as well as inform them of the next step. They then head down to the Tavern Greater, setting aside rooms, and begin making a plan, outlining what they hope to do to complete these 3 tasks, and end up coming up with something rather solid. They mean to split their group into 2, where Group 1 will move on the Narbundel, and Group 2 will move on the Melee Magthair. Group 1 will stand by at the peak of the massive spire at the city center, and Group 2 will then, upon getting the signal that Group 1 is in position, destroy the campus of the Melee Magthair and burn it to the ground, all while hopefully maintaining as low a profile as possible and avoiding any potential hostile engagement. On the signal of Group 2, the massive fire that will be starting on the far side of the city, Group 1 will begin in their infiltration of Narbundel, entering through the manipulation of the calcite and obsidian that forms the artifact monument, and enter into the top chamber, where within the brooch of Loth can be found. Once they've escaped, Group 2 will regroup on Group 1, and the party will move and hopefully manage to get away without drawing the ire of the goddess herself. And if they manage to pull this off, they will successfully take out 2 objectives on the very next day, leaving them 5 more days to discern what they plan to do about Kenthel. And so we find them, currently bunked up, some by themselves, others together, within the Inn of Crinty, rising with the ambient glow and fairy fire-like pyres that illuminate this cavern interior of green, blues, and violet. As the light begins to shine through the window and you stir, what do each of you do, knowing that your plan to take out at least 2 of your objectives is just ahead?
Chiquita was definitely up all night since she doesn't sleep.
Same.
With the book that she got from the Draco Lich.
I see. Pardon me one moment while I quickly check my notes.
We're having a staring contest with Lazarus since he doesn't sleep either.
Yes, I was participating in that staring contest. I refuse to lose. Make a Constitution
You're-
save.
You're both Warforges. Neither of you need to blink.
20. Make your Constitution save. I'm going to win.
Maybe they need
I'm
to
going
blink
to
to
win.
preserve the energy of the eyelids or something.
I
God
won.
damn it, he won. My
You
eyes need to
flinched.
be wet. They need to be wet a little bit.
Not me.
It's like pointing two cameras with against each other.
I'm hungry. Do I have any extra grubs left over?
You bought 20. How many did you eat?
I ate about 15 or 16 of them.
I gave 2 to the spider, so you should have 18. So you should have at least 3 more? Or
2
2
more.
more?
Unless someone else ate them while I wasn't
I-
looking.
No. I only got once for the spider. Didn't really eat it myself.
Alright, I'm eating them.
As wants a grub.
I passed Kaz a grub. Here you go.
Let's
Here
see.
is your grub.
What spells do I need? I'm gonna check what I can prepare. If I need to
My
prepare
appetite
spells.
is a little better now that I'm somewhat less depressed.
That's always good. It's always good to not be depressed.
As I'm very hungry now.
There's a saying from one of my friends. He often says, "It is what it is." I took that to heart. Stuck with me.
It is what it is.
Yes, it is what it is.
I think I can get behind that.
Yes.
What are the chances? Let's see.
I wonder if my knowledge of was it Undercommon is gone yet?
It should be gone by now. I think it's been more than 12
Didn't you
hours.
like write it in
Yeah.
a book? Like
Yeah, I
you
wrote
just
it
use
all
your
in the
book
book.
You did write it
right?
all in the book, however, yes.
During everyone's arrest, could I have been reading that book with my ability of where is it?
Not needing to sleep.
That and this, if it projected. Yeah, that. So I can read the entire thing of it, all 11,000 word translations, and how to properly formulate sentences and syntax correctly.
So for an hour,
Yeah. And then when it runs out, I guess I can recast it.
I guess it works.
Yeah, I mean, it's a first level spell, so he certainly has the spell slots for it.
Yep, I have the ability to do it
And-
for 4 hours.
Given the state of how things panned out last session,
You might want to
by
save it
the
actually until we leave.
time everything kind of wrapped up with the spider mage, you were only about, I want to say like 5 to 6 hours in, right? Or am I overshooting that? Because you did the wagon ride, spent some time actually leisurely looking around, and then there was almost capturing the noble in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Noble
I want to say it was
now.
about like 5-6 hours, no? And then
Yeah.
you were in the inn, so you would have roughly, I would say, maybe 4 hours. You know what I mean? To read, and it lasts for an hour.
And I After
I would
that
say
self
you.
taught, had
I would
to
say
do more
you'd learn
self-taught.
about like a fifth of the way to Drow, because isn't that about like Well, hold on.
You
Never
guys hear
mind.
the dog? I'm so sorry if you can't.
No, actually, yeah, you would be able to read it all. Pardon my math.
Dog
Sure.
is fainting in the background, but not too problematic.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
with 4
It's my
hours at your
neighbor's dog.
disposal and the speed read spell at your beck and call, yeah, you would be able to read the entirety of it
1, 2,
over
3,
the course
4,
of that
5,
4
6, 7.
hours.
I know 7 languages now.
God damn.
Does he retain it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You also have perfect recall of any knowledge gained through this spell during its duration.
During its duration, after the spell ended, you can remember
the details as if you read it normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I was like, wait a minute. And then catching that last line, I was like, okay, yeah, no.
Okay.
As long as he did it while under the pretext of still being able to comprehend the undercommon, yeah, he would be able to learn it that way.
I'm surprised. Lance doesn't have this spell, to be honest.
Yeah, right.
Something-
But I mean, something to learn. Something to learn. You know.
Something to learn. Actually, it's like this is like perfect.
Is
for
that
him.
even a spell I can learn? Actually,
It's
Yeah, I could probably
it's definitely
teach it.
this looks like a homebrew.
If
spell, so
not,
I'm
then I
sure.
certainly would allow it. Yeah. If not, then or like Lazarus could teach it to you or something of that accord.
It might be pulled from my list of 7,000 homebrew spells.
Yeah.
'cause I was like,
that's a
I
beastly-
just tried looking it up and it didn't give me anything really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then it's
yeah,
probably
'cause-
from the D&D Beyond compendium.
None of those are balance checks, by the
Yeah.
way. Just so you know.
Oh no, I checked
only-
over through the list.
I only picked the
checked
ones
them.
that had good ratings.
Yeah.
I didn't pick any like the negative.
Nothing busted
11
or anything
point.
cracked like that. No.
There is the self-destruct spell, but that's
I was gonna joke as like, oh, Lance already knows that spell. He just has it cast all the time.
Oh, that's very in character of him. Like, oh shoot.
Just have it ritual casted every time it turns off.
This should be able. Actually, not. This should be able to be casted as a ritual. It seems like a ritual thing.
I would
I don't see
totally,
why
yeah.
we-
I mean,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the beauty of it. I would totally allow Lance to learn this through like long-term teaching from Lazarus, and then if he wanted to, yeah, you could ritual cast it. I don't see why not.
Okay, I just needed to see Laz doing that. I was like, can I learn this magic?
Like it's like the Doctor Strange thing.
Yeah. Teach me.
I have all the time in the world, but I can do it faster.
I would assume if he wants to learn it at Lazarus, be fine teaching it.
All right.
Just wait
New
till
goal.
you figure out about animated quill.
Yeah, I was just like, all this stuff that you're doing, and I was like, how the fuck he has a book like that? What the fuck is this? That's why I assumed it was like lich stuff.
Lazarus is a book nerd too.
I didn't get that at first, but now I'm noticing it.
Y'all a bunch of book nerds. Dweebs.
Which, speaking of book nerds, Chiquita, as you spend the nights poring over the old, dusty, ragged tome that you had salvaged during your encounter with your party against the Draco Lich Ziskarishka, it takes some time and a gentle touch, but through its dusty, worn, and damaged pages, you're pretty confident that given some time, you can copy the 4 following spells to your own spellbook and potentially use them as your own. The spells Floating Disc, Guardian of Faith, Insect Plague, and Vampiric Touch.
Whoa!
Oh my. Oh my.
Alrighty. So as you all rise, filling the early morning hours as everyone comes to life breathing nude energy into the city once more. You're idly reading books. A somewhat interesting pastime to have taken up, but reasonable given the amount of adventure you find yourselves dealing with on a regular basis. As you all stir one by one, make your way from your rooms, putting aside your reading material for a time. You leave your quarters into the open area of Crinty Delarage's main hall. You see two individuals currently conversing amongst one another, long cloaks hiding their faces and identities.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
On the far side, a slave appears to be drunkenly passed out over one of the tables. A still sopping wet mug of ale limply hanging in his fingers. As you enter the space, you see Frederick seated by the hearth. He rises up. I was wondering how long it would take you all to wake. Shall I order breakfast? Busy day
Yeah.
and all that.
More crap.
Alright. Sounds well good.
You want more of that thing you ordered yesterday, or would you like something a little more
I mean,
familiar?
I don't mind, but eating the same thing is kind of
Yeah, whatever, but food is food.
whatever.
And Cass is hungry.
Whatever the chef recommends. You know what? I'll take whatever. How about a traditional Menzo Barenzen breakfast? Let's just find out. Why not?
I'm hungry.
Alright. I'll have them order something. Feel free to take up seating somewhere. We'll go over the briefing. Relatively, low profile, if you catch my drift. And when everyone's ready, we can set out.
Wrong one.
Frederick steps off to meet with the tavern owner and order the food as you take up seating at one of the nearby tables. A particularly long one, with 2 benches on each side. A pitcher of water and a collection of mugs sit at the table center, with a small crystalline object casting off that same glow that you see in Narbondel during its day hours. Doesn't take much time, as the low traffic in the tavern allows the cook ample opportunity to make your food. And soon enough, alongside one of the servers, Frederick comes bearing a platter with what looks to be eggs, sausage, a slice of fruit, and a dark aromatic drink. Setting down a
Okay.
plating for each of the party members.
Oh, what is this? Why do you eat this in the morning? How many times do people need to eat?
Lots, as Lazarus takes a bite out of it.
Yeah.
Does Lazarus have like a flesh mouth or is it like a metal chomper?
It's a metal
I'm a-
chomper.
I'm assuming that's coffee, right?
Yes, it's probably coffee.
Isla is going to chug it.
Does
As
Isla know
you
what coffee is?
Bring the beverage
Who
to your
knows?
lips. Its warmth gently washing over your face. You take a deep whiff and find it surprisingly pleasant. As you sip the beverage,
chug.
You
chug,
find
chug,
it to
chug,
have
chug.
a slight bitter tang, and its warmth kind of burns the inside of your mouth and throat. This doesn't taste like coffee, but in fact, like a non-alcoholic rum.
Non-alcoholic
Damn.
rum.
What is that?
I want some too.
Non-alcohol. What?
Isla's gonna chug it anyway. Chug, 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 chug.
You really have a habit of just putting stuff in your inside of you that you just don't care about, huh?
You know what? I would have rather you had said mouth. It would have been weird a lot. It would have been less weird.
I think it was more the pause than anything.
I guess
Anyone
a
who's
better
spontaneously
description
outside
would
Thailand.
probably be something along the lines of, it bears the characteristics of rum,
Okay.
minus the alcoholic
Alcohol.
bite.
So it's kind of like a tea, a very strong tea, I guess.
Yeah, that's one way you could put it.
Okay.
Mm.
Like, well, also I worded that the way I wanted to word it, Ayla.
I want to go
Again.
home. to the dead body in my house. It's still there, just rotting. I can't imagine how foul the house smells now.
I don't even. Jesus, we don't even know about that yet.
The players don't. I mean, the players do. The characters don't. Heck
I
yeah.
mean, like at a certain point, I think the whole town's gonna know.
It is gonna smell funny after a while. Yeah.
Yeah,
If it
there's no
hasn't
way you
started
can hide
already.
it.
You'll find out how all that resolves itself once everyone gets back to Barovia eventually.
Oh god.
If
Oh,
if
that's
we go back to
That
Barovia,
too.
If
if
we go back
There's
to
a Barovia to go back to.
Real.
okay. Let's see. So we got that sorted out. I'm preparing locate object just in case, to be honest. So that's something we have. What else we got? Anything we have to discuss before we do it? We all know what we're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
enough.
pretty straightforward plan.
I didn't forget. Maybe.
Maybe.
What am I doing again?
You're following us. We'll tell you what to do. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hey, Jerry, hey,
Yeah. Yes. Kaz.
before we start. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, remember how I asked you to punch me really hard that one time?
Yeah.
I need you to do that again. I'm not ready yet. I need more training.
In this tavern, we might cause a fuss. Can we do it somewhere else?
Oh yeah, sure.
We can do it in the room.
Okay. I promise I won't destroy the room.
Yeah,
Maybe.
let's try not.
Actually,
yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
think I can promise that.
We'll try to keep it. We'll try to keep it. We'll be careful.
Yeah.
Like put a bed in the side of the wall just in case, or so that you can land there. I don't know, man. We can try that.
Jerry the Bugbear and Kaz the Kobold make their way up back to their room, entering
Oh.
and taking the mattress off of the bed fastenings before lining it up on the far side wall, hopeful that this might provide some cushioning and mitigate any potential harm that might come from this ritualistic act that Kaz has taken to. As she steels herself and takes up a position just before Jerry. Go ahead and give me an attack roll and a strength check.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna just put an unarmed strike in my thing because I haven't actually have unarmed strike.
I also don't have unarmed strike. I don't know how to add that unless Silas did. And I just never
Oh, you do.
noticed.
It's at the bottom
Okay.
of your attacks and spellcasting, Jerry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just never noticed. Oh.
All right. So unarmed strike. 21.
And a strength check from me or from him?
That's
Okay.
just 15.
Right, it was a Constitution save for me last time, right?
I
Correct.
suppose, yeah.
Gotcha.
He should be able to handle it. Oh yeah, no problem.
Easy.
Damn, +7 Constitution. Damn.
She a thick girl.
And as Jerry brings a walloping fist down upon Kaz, it practically filling the expanse of her width and height of her torso. You watch as the kobold launches off the end of your fist towards the mattress on the far side of the room before bouncing off and landing not really any worse for wear.
She does a cool roll when she lands.
Jerry puts a thumbs up. We good? Or one more?
How am I feeling? Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, I feel great. Let's go again.
Okay. Do it again. Oh, this one. Oh. I guess it is advantage. So
It is because Kaz, yeah.
She's letting me hit her. Right. Wow, man, my rolls are not too bad. 1919.
Kaz?
Oh no! I don't even move her this time.
Yeah, and she straight up tanks the strike. Almost completely unfazed, her body unmoving. And she manages to hold her ground against the strength of Jerry.
After that punch, she burps.
Oh, thank you for that.
You're one tough cookie. I'll give you that.
Kaz has to be the toughest if she wants to protect everyone.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Just make sure you take care of yourself too. You can't protect anyone if you're not around. Remember that.
And Kaz, you feel a little bit more hardy than you used to. Reflected in your sheet.
Excellent.
Nice.
Now start punching people back.
That was Mark 3, but now it jumps up to 5, so best of luck.
Yay.
Thank
It
you,
takes a
Gene.
while. It takes
Give
a
a good
while
spot
now.
on there.
For sure.
You're very welcome. You know, a little weird of a request, but honestly, not the weirdest thing I've done. I've had Gus put on weird things on my armor before, and this is one time he tried to make something he called a jetpack. Basically, put bombs on the bottom of my armor. Yeah, that burnt my ass for a week.
That doesn't.
That sounds amazing.
That wasn't fun, I'll tell you that.
Why would you want fire coming out of your backside?
Apparently, when he said it was to fly, didn't really fly.
Doesn't sound like it did. Sounds
No,
like
it
it
didn't.
hurt.
It did. Oh, it did. I burnt off all the hair from my ass for a week, and it didn't grow. It took like a month to grow back.
Like a baboon?
I point to myself. Bugbears in general were kind of hairy.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
it had to have burned your cheeks, right?
yeah. Well, he thinks about it. Well, yeah, it's kind of like a baboon. Yes, I had clean cheeks for about a month.
Bet it drove the ladies crazy.
Don't really go for that kind of thing, to be honest.
Oh, fair enough. Understandable.
Yeah.
Many
Anyway,
more passions than romance to be found in life.
true. You know, I honestly just appreciate a good job's done.
Respectable.
A good.
Irrespectable.
All right. So, speaking about good jobs to be done, I think we best do this as early as possible because I think this might take a while. We are in the deadline after all.
No complaints out of me.
Alright. We go back to the group and we reconvene and go over the plan again. just to be sure. So me, Lance, and Isla and Frederick are going to Narbondel. Gonna get invisibility cast upon us to go and then fly up the tower. I'll stone shapes the seal the ceiling so that we can.
Wait, what? Hold on, what?
What?
No,
Or
I don't
hello?
have
Yeah,
stone. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, never mind. Ooh,
that's
I thought I
that
added
is
a different. I thought I added
that
a
is
different spell to my list. I was like, wait, no, did I add the wrong spell? I was like, no, sorry for a minute.
that was literally the spell that we had for, but it's fine. It's okay. Don't
Well,
worry about it.
I thought I
Yeah, it's
added the
okay.
wrong one, so I was like, oh crap, did I add the wrong one? I'm sorry.
We're good.
I
We're good.
panicked
We're
for
good.
a second.
We're good. We're good. We're good. I think Silas would let you prepare the proper one. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
mercy,
So
no mercy.
stone shape, and then if we could mage hand it from there, mage hand it. We put it in the lead box that I have. Put it in the bag of holding, and then eventually when we reconvene, let Chiquita do that chest thing, and then we can put it in there. Wait, did you learn the chess spell already, or Chiquita?
Yeah, I got the chest spell.
Oh, so it's in your spellbook already?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we got that. While the other team, Kaz, Lazarus, and Chiquita, you guys go to the melee. What's it called? How do you pronounce this thing?
Melee Magpie.
Melee Magtear and Creator Invisibility. Kaz Ghost Dragon does a flyover. You guys wreak havoc and make sure that thing's a pile of ashes, and then hopefully sneak away afterwards.
Sounds like a
I
solid
guess-
enough plan.
Solid enough, yeah. I guess let's all go back to the rooms so that Lance can cast seeming on us. That way we won't look like us when we're done.
I was gonna also double check. Do we know the outfits they would wear to help
I mean-
better?
You've seen your fair share of guardsmen. You think
Okay.
you'd be able to get as close approximation as you can based from memory, but it will require a roll.
Okay.
Give me a history check as you attempt to recall from memory the exact design of the drow uniform.
Wait, are we going as guardsmen? Wasn't that a little more? Okay, I guess that's fine.
Well, no, I
Well,
just... Oh, what was it specifically you were trying to go for?
I was
Because
thinking
I
more
don't believe you guys
civilian.
ever settled one.
I think civilians in general, because if we're guardsmen, there's a bigger chance that we'll get more attention. Because it's like, hey, why aren't you on duty or something like that? If we're
Fair.
civilians, we should. If we're civilians,
Well, how
we'll,
would we? For us, I understand that, but for the other group that's going into like the military base, I don't know how they can
Well,
get
they're
even further.
well, they're going to be doing a flyover, and they're not going to go near the building at all. They're gonna like transform somewhere near it, and then fly over, destroy it, and then fly back out. If it works for as much as possible, they don't want it to be anywhere near the ground of that area, because if they're in the ground and they get surrounded, that's bad. So I would think civilian disguises would be the best, draws the least attention.
Honestly, not my wheelhouse, so... I'm good in a scrap, but not much for planning, so...
All right. Wait, aren't you the captain of the weren't you captain of the guard? How are you not good at planning?
Well, it's not as if I managed that entire thing by myself. I did most of their training regimen, as well as a degree of etiquette regarding their duties. Can't have any corrupt guard running about causing all types of problems. Pizzoli would have my head.
From what I've heard, that's more of a literal punishment than anything.
My point exactly.
Fair. So, I guess seeming us to, look like civilians. I guess we got a good enough look to see what kind of fashion the regular folk have.
Well, let's see what my history roll does.
Because I feel like I don't know, I just personally think that guards would draw more attention. Up to you guys. What do you think?
I'm just trying to think of like. Well, at least the idea for me was the seeming. I mean, yeah, it could draw more attention, but also it's like if they see someone transform that looks like a guard, then it creates more of a distrust in the guards than if it's just a civilian.
True, that is true. But I think also that if we're transformed into guards, and especially on the way there we catch more attention. But I'm not sure. I think I'm.
Well, have we seen the guards actually doing their jobs when we've been like traveling?
Yes,
I mean,
and they execute their duties with cruel efficiency.
Yeah.
They sure didn't help much with that lady.
The only reason then I guess we'll be civilians is because then I don't want us to have to do what the guards do then.
Aside from that, I also don't want them to like, hey, you, what are you doing? Because I feel like it would, on the way
then we have
in
to
and
actually
out.
answer and know what the guards do.
Yeah. Hey, you, why aren't you on duty? Or why aren't you on post? Or what are you doing? Or who do you report to? And yeah, that just adds more holes to us. Yeah, I think civilians would be a better idea. At least we don't look like, escaped slaves, I suppose.
My only question is, what do we turn Kaz into, since there's no way we can make it look like she's a drow?
That is true.
I
mean, you could make her into a drow child.
Yeah.
Drow child would work.
Yeah, I suppose that could work.
You could, at least, they won't. I mean, it's either that or we turn you into another small creature slave, and I don't think you'd want that, Kaz.
See, that's the thing. I don't like it, but for the sake of the mission, that might be the best way. It's okay. It's okay. I can handle it.
Okay. But I think child would work either way, because at least, I don't think they'll approach or question drow children around. Have we seen drow children around? Like, are they out and about and playing and everything, or are they like super strict with the kids?
The better dressed the drow children you see appear, the more violence they inflict on the poor people around them. You have watched children with switches whip poor workers for entertainment and laughs.
You ever want to punch a child?
That would be a nasty image for Cass to uphold.
I
That's even worse than the idea of disguising herself as a different kind of slave.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I get. Well, then pick your poison, then, Kaz.
Yeah, I'm. Choose what you want, but I'm like.
Yeah, okay, that's even worse. Wow, I hate this place so much. Yeah.
I mean, they're children.
Okay.
They're products of their environment. You can't really blame them. They don't know any better.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate.
I'm not. It's not a good thing. I'm just saying that's why they're like that.
Remember, we're gonna change it. It's just.
Yeah, this is
we
what
have
we're
to do
doing it
this
for.
first.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
So I guess we can turn you into a goblinoid or something, or a goblin, or another kind of kobold, I suppose. I guess a different looking kobold. I guess
Well, I
that
was
doesn't
gonna say,
really make sense.
what looks the most common that we've seen?
I think we've seen a lot of goblins.
Yes,
Seen
what is that?
you've
That's
seen
it.
a wide variety of just about everything you can think of, from goblins to enslaved, or worse when it comes to dwarves and gnomes.
Oh,
It probably wouldn't be quite as round as Kaz is either.
Yeah, I mean, I was considering Drow Child because I don't think they would be they would scrutinize Drow children as much than compared to, like, let's say, a slave. At least if it, I don't know.
well, I mean, theoretically, as long as the slave is not acting out of place, I don't think they're gonna question it if they're with Drow.
Okay, well, if you're going to turn her into like one of the slaves, just make sure to add in the collar.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it, but yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's okay, Hammer Boy. I can handle this.
Okay, I know you're tough.
All right. Anything else you guys anything else we want to discuss before we do this? You only got one shot at this, because if this goes bad,
It goes real
boy.
bad.
It goes real bad.
It's not going
we're gonna
back.
we're going to have an entire city on us, which is not good.
Yeah.
I only have one thing to say.
Yeah.
Don't get caught.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
Easy.
Remember,
Fist
Don't
to
get
palm
caught.
of hand.
Don't get caught, and if you snitch on us, we will hand you.
Don't snitch.
No
I will
snitches.
blend you.
well,
Put you
maybe
in a blender.
good luck with everyone's stealth rolls or deception rolls.
Yeah.
Don't get
Well, we
caught.
won't need stealth rolls until I think they escape, but we'll find out.
Yeah, well,
Actually,
we'll find out.
good. That's a good question. Who has Pats of No Trace, or what was it again? Pats without a trace. There we go.
Pass. See, my wisdom, myself, could be higher.
Pass. I think druids do have Pass without a trace. Now that I think about it.
I am not a druid.
Or yeah, I keep
Druid,
forgetting.
Ranger, Trickery Domain, Circle of the Land, Grassland. Those are the 4.
Yeah.
So
Actually, we don't even. Weird thing is, we don't even know what domain Isla is.
Think about the gods she follows, guys.
True.
I'm not even familiar with those successes. Let me take a look.
Well,
I mean, she follows the Raven Queen, so
yeah, trickery. Well, you're either a grave cleric or a death cleric.
heh.
Those are two very different ones, though. Those are two
Yeah.
very different ones.
I don't know much about the difference between them.
Oh, death cleric is bad. Grave cleric is good. Alignment-wise, I mean.
I'm definitely a cleric.
Ella, what kind? Can you tell me pretty please?
I'm a cleric.
No. You won't even tell Kaz.
Isla is just going to pat Kaz on top of the head.
Kaz is gonna give her best puppy eyes as she can muster.
I'm a cleric.
As your party makes their way through the city streets of Menzo Baranzan, drawing ever closer to your rendezvous point, you find yourselves eventually at a 4-way intersection. The traffic, both foot and otherwise, appears to be low. 1 second.
Do you also want me to put this seeming spell in the chat just so we reference?
Oh, thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Fingers crossed for dumb guards.
Fingers crossed for no anti magic.
Well, according to the informant, we should be okay.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's why I said
That
should.
doesn't.
As you make your way to this four-way intersection, looking about to make sure no one's watching, you don't really notice anything. And so, break down one of the nearby roads and slip into one of the darkened alleys. As you make your way down it, eventually falling under the shadow, you draw to its end and gather round, preparing before your party splits to head off to their respective tasks. One last thing. If worse comes to worse, and you can, if you get spotted and you can get away, meet here in this alleyway. It's far enough out that hopefully we won't be spotted and be able to regroup safely.
That should be good.
Got it. Also,
Do you have
Silas. Sorry. Silas, when you have a moment, can you peep DMs, please?
Your party divides. As a quick overview, which groups are which once more? Who is going towards Narbondale, and who's going to the melee?
Melee.
I'm going to Narbondale.
I'm going to burn something down.
I'm going to Narbondale. Like, it's basically the Flyers.
Melee member of his team, Arson, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Arson.
Well, I was going to Narbondale because that was the whole point of getting
I know, but that doesn't mean I don't like arson.
I know.
We're breaking an entry. We're breaking an entry.
Hey, guess what? Tonight, we are young, and we're gonna set the world on fire. We could grow light bright as the sun.
Yes, this is too dark.
Are you sure you're not far off with that poetry?
We need to lighten up the mood.
I learned a little bit from Tranquil. I miss that guy.
You should not learn from Tranquil. We need to fix that.
Like, of all the bards, bards to learn from, you learn from Tranquil, not the bard in front of you.
Maybe you should just forget that Tranquil existed.
I'm not learning some bad things, like his suicide tendencies, and his flirting, which is also suicide tendencies.
You listed like 90% of Tranquil.
Just the poetry part, I like that. It was nice.
Okay, well, the stuff he showed me, I beg to differ, but that's not the point right now.
Why? What did he show you?
I just, I actually don't remember if it was in character or out of character. I just know I didn't like it.
I think you did see. I think Tranquil did show you a bit of his thing, didn't he?
I think so. I just not sure.
We'll leave it at that.
I just don't know what the quality was. I just remember he also did the stuff that was just parody songs.
Yep. Did he? I don't think he showed anyone the disturbing stuff yet.
The disturbing
no, that
stuff?
was. Yeah,
Yes.
he had some disturbing stuff.
How worse did it get? Oh my god.
Oh no, the stuff that he showed us was the creepy stuff. He didn't show the disturbing stuff.
Well, let's just say it was basically like I'm going to kill everyone kind of feeling stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's edgy.
Yeah.
Tranquil is not exactly the most mentally stable of us, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
Tell.
And then we remember, oh yeah, he's 40.
He's 40. I forgot he was 40.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
40.
40.
I say it every so often as a reminder.
Yeah, he's some 40-year-old dude trying to hit with everyone, no matter how.
I am so happy he left Isla alone.
And I liked him better when he was a narcissist.
Yeah.
It was like a good, like, what, month?
Yeah.
It was funny when I was making autosexual jokes, so then he just became flirt with everything jokes.
Yeah, and then we found out the character development and we hated it.
Yeah, his character development led him to develop Riz, and I hate it.
Imagine having Riz.
I feel like he doesn't have Riz. That's the issue.
I feel like he got Riz. He got so little Riz that at some point you just pity him.
That's a weird kind of that's a weird level of Riz right there.
That's called pity Riz. That's called pity Riz.
Oh, that's so sad.
That is quite sad. Pity Riz.
That's Medicus Fallstar's entire shtick, isn't it?
Pity Riz.
Kidding. Anyway, yeah,
Didi.
that's.
I'm gonna go break and entering. Let's go.
Yeah, so we got break it. I think that's pretty much we're pretty much ready, right? Yeah.
Looks like it.
Seeming and that's off. We're off. We don't wait. Just to be sure, we all know where to go, right? We know the directions, so we don't get lost on the way there.
I would
Getting
hope also
lost.
the fact that they're like large buildings, we would be able to recognize them.
I assume that amongst the talk we talked about the directions. I believe we have a map or something. Like, right?
I feel like it'd be a little weird for civilians to be walking around carrying a map.
No, I like before we while we talked about this. Like, I assume that we pointed out where to go.
Well, the other hope I would have is that presumably both groups are going to end up flying back, so therefore we would also be able to see the bazaar.
Fair. Oh. Let's have at it then. Let's have at it. Put on your Sunday clothes. There's lots of world out there.
All right. As Lance begins to cast Seeming upon his allies, the party's set, the objectives locked in. Now, all that remain but the execution.
Lance seemed all over us.
Lance seems all over his party.
Yes.
Whoa.
And you make your way out of the alleyway. Now appearing as... Sorry, it got muddled. Civilians or guards?
Civilians.
Now as a varying collection of drow citizenry. Dressed
Did we
in
decide?
the similar
Sorry.
clothing
Did we
of the
decide
locals.
on? Did we decide on whether Kaz is going to be a kid or a slave?
I think that was up to Kaz. Okay, so yeah.
All right then. Goblin, I guess, just so that throws off the scent of a kobold, just to be sure. leave it at that.
And so, you break, making your way to the opposite ends of the borders of the bazaar with the intention of raising some hell.
It all shall be raised.
Pardon me 1 second. As a matter of fact, this would be a great time to have a quick little break. Use the bathroom if you haven't, because things are about to get spicy from here.
BRB.
Alrighty. Alrighty, friends, if you're hurt, we're gonna be taking a quick little 5-minute break while I prepare the final little smidgen details and use the bathroom, because boy do I gotta go. That said, if you've been sitting for the last hour, please hop up, get a stretch in, grab a snack, grab some water, and we will be back in 5. See you soon. And we're back, friends. Thank you for your patience. Alrighty.
I kind of miss how in the 80s we kind of expected a nuclear apocalypse. Now it just seems like we're just going to be slowly withering away. That's kind of sadder.
Somber thought to come back to.
Dang.
I have a burrito.
I have a donut.
I mean,
See, the world's withering away, but we can still live our best lives with burritos and donuts and yogurt
tomorrow.
I'm gonna have yogurt next.
Excellent.
You're gonna have a burrito and yogurt? Wow, brave.
Okay.
That's a good combo. That helps with the spiciness, right?
I want ice cream, but I don't have ice cream, so I'm gonna have yogurt.
Okay.
That's best thing, honestly.
I really want ice cream though. Coffee and yogurt it is. Yay.
Yep.
Both coffee, yogurt, and a burrito. You are just gonna pound you're gonna be pounding your colon, man.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's a lot of things that will accelerate your metabolism.
Anywho, welcome back. Yes.
Huh?
We're back.
I was over the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, we're back.
Did you say what about the Indian Ocean? Excuse me?
Megas is talking about nukes.
Ooh, can that be us?
Do you want the document?
No.
3 documents. I'm gonna post them on the War Thunder forums.
I thought you were going to post it on Twitter.
Oh lord. Not War Thunder. War Thunder. Stop, Medi. They've done enough.
What have they even done with War Thunder? I see a lot of memes, but I don't know.
Military weapon secrets have gotten inadvertently leaked through the game.
How the fuck do you do that?
By creating historically and realistically accurate weapons in your game.
Let's just put it this way: when you get overzealous with your historical accuracy, that's pretty much what happens. Like, oh, we have precedent for this. Why? Because of this document. That no one's supposed to know that.
Oh my god, you're just reminding me about how a game is like, please, I know we're a flight simulator, but stop clarifying classified documents because you know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Classified documents.
So, my friends.
It's the DM. He's back.
As our party heist members slowly float up to the top peak.
Oh, we're not flying yet.
Oh,
we're not flying yet.
Okay.
We're not flying yet. We're walking towards it. We're walking towards it first, and then we're gonna fly up. Because if we were a bunch of civilians flying into the air, that'd be bad. That would be bad.
Is that a bird? Plane? No, it's Superman. Sorry.
just to clarify that we're not flying.
Yeah, nobody specified, so I assumed that you guys were going straight for the peak.
We were going to go close enough to the peak, and then we were going to find a place to
I would
cast
also cast
invisibility.
invisibility on us. So.
And then we fly up. We thought about this.
Fair enough.
How many of us are there? Because I can cast invisibility up to 5 of us, or 4 of us.
4 people. There's literally 4 of us, so that should be fine.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep, Jerry, Lance, Isla, and Frederick.
I can carry Frederick for the fly, so we don't have to cast a fly spell.
Alrighty. So, both parties, if you'd be so kind, can I get group deception rolls? First, the heist team. As you attempt to blend in with natural drow society and make your way towards Narbondale.
Wait, which one again?
Heist team.
Oh shit.
Is this can this be performance as well?
Theoretically, yes.
Oh, if you guys
Yeah.
have better, that's for you guys. That's for you guys. If you have better performance, then good for you.
I think that literally only applies to me, but thank you.
Deception and performance. No, I'm gonna go with deception. Actually, they're the exact same.
That works.
Ooh. Hey, do you want to take the 24 instead of the 50?
It's not. It's not. Nope. We're not.
I know that's not how that works, but one can hope, you know.
I know. I mean, as long as we don't, we could act weird. We just don't have to, act. As long as we're not standing out. I mean, in the end, we're not. We're trying to be. I guess not too big, not too strong. I don't know, man.
I mean, right now we're just walking, right? I don't think we have to be like, yes, we are in the city.
Yes, I do love being a race supremacist. Oh boy, let's commit some casual racism.
Commit vicious acts. Oh boy.
As your group makes their way through the city street, doing your best to remain as inconspicuous as possible. Eventually, as you draw closer and closer to the spire cast across in the horizon, do you see the density of guards slowly but surely and noticeably increase?
We might probably cast invisibility soon.
How much around the perimeter? How densely guarded is the perimeter? Like, and how far off the tower?
You're about 1.5 miles off.
Jesus, already?
Do you think they were gonna leave a divine artifact of their patron goddess unguarded?
Yeah, but on a mile?
Damn.
Yeah.
How long does invisibility last?
An hour. So we got to make it
An
count.
hour?
For what it's
Yeah,
worth,
like
the general average walking speed is about 2.5 miles, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. You could make it, theoretically.
in around 30 minutes. How long is invisibility? Hang on.
About an hour.
Just an hour.
About an
okay.
hour. So,
Yeah.
All right, so that should work. And we're flying speed when we're taking, we're taking the hypotenuse, so it should be. How high is the tower again? Gotta do a little Pythagoras here.
Well, well, my question is, can we fly faster than just quote unquote walking speed? Because
I mean, yeah, we're gonna be I'm assuming we're dashing. If we're like, once we're flying, we're like dashing. We're action dash. So we should. So it takes only.
yeah, because we don't know how long it's going to take to possibly take it out.
Yeah. Well, I'm already assuming that invisibility would run out by the time we're on top of the tower. Although I'm assuming there's also guards up the top of the tower.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about.
okay. The tower is roughly, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, what? Wrong thing. Hold on. Sorry. 1 second.
Oh. Hello.
One sec.
Heap.
The tower is over 8,000 feet tall. As it's
8,000?
small. It's the tallest, the tallest building in all of Menzo Baronzon, as it nearly touches the cavern ceiling.
8,000?
Yep.
How many miles is that?
That's what I'm trying to get calculated real quick.
Yeah,
I figured
that's
I'd
what I'm
fill
like.
you in.
That's more than 10 rounds. That's more than an hour. I'll
Oh,
tell
it's
you
about
that.
1.5 miles. $1.515.
Yep. Boy, that's a lot higher than I thought it was. That's a lot higher than I thought it was.
Well, the
that's
cavern
around-
ceiling is like when I initially gave the descriptor for this place. I did mention that the cavern ceiling is roughly 2 miles tall.
Fair.
Yeah.
So if we dashed, because we have 50 feet flying, that's 100 feet. So roughly 100 feet of dashing. We're only gonna be 1/8 of the height by the time we're up there. God damn. And I think that my I think we should be fine though. Should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. So I guess we'll wait until we're at least like half a mile away from the tower, and then we start going up. Actually, no. Actually, a
It's
mile
really just
away.
determined based on like how dense the guards are.
Yeah, as long as it's like not too dense.
The guard patrols seem to be light enough that your continued passage remains unobscured and unblocked. However, it's clear your presence has drawn at least the gaze of the occasional passing. As the drow look at you, some of them mildly confused or annoyed, but most continue about their duties without directly interfering or stopping you.
Can we
Yet.
insight on why they would be looking at us? Are we acting in a way that seems weird for them?
I just assume we're heading in an area, like why would we even be here?
Can we stare back at them to make them awkward
Do
instead
you
of
really
us
want to
awkward?
bring attention more?
Well, let's try not to put
No.
attention into us.
No, it was a question, not me saying I'm going to.
Oh, 23.
Yeah, 22.
I was gonna roll, but I don't need to. 23.
Yeah.
As you attempt to intuit as to why the guardsmen seem to be staring at you so strangely, you reason that none of your behaviors seem uncharacteristic from what you've seen. You've got the resting face. You've got the haughty gait. I think the only thing you're really missing is the air of self-importance.
Okay.
But all the same, you're on the mark so far. And yet you continue to draw the occasional stare. Eventually, your party makes it
A little worrying, but okay.
I was gonna
about
say
halfway from your starting position towards the tower, before eventually you hear in the distance, spoken in Undercommon, one of the guardsmen calling
Shit.
to you from down the road.
I just realized none of us have undercommon.
None of us speak Undercommon. Fuck. I guess okay. I guess now's the time we slip into an alleyway and cast invisibility. If that's the case.
Give me athletics checks all around as you attempt to run away from the guardsmen.
We should have kidnapped one person who could speak drow. This was a bad idea. We were dumb.
I am rolling like shit. What
You
the
said-
fuck?
Oh, I actually just shit.
And we'll continue with what happens next
Great.
in just a moment.
Damn it!
Fuck.
Turning our
Did he get
attention
tipped off?
to the burn
I'm
team.
trying to think. Did he get tipped off?
Turning our attentions to the burn team.
Well,
I like fire.
They continue their casual trek towards the melee mag there. It seems rather pleasant. As you draw the occasional glance from your fellow, quote, citizen, it seems you, for the most part, blend right in. Occasionally, Lazarus, you get the odd stare. But you liken that...
It's a skin condition.
You...
Wait, you're theming. You all look like Drow.
I don't care. It's a skin condition.
oh my god.
You reason it's very likely due to your...
Enormous size.
Yeah, relative to
I
the
mean-
average drow.
I think we made him at least they could have made him a foot shorter, right?
Technically, yeah.
I guess I would like to think we would intuit that he's too tall and we made him, not that tall.
Fair enough.
Theming can do that. Theming can do that.
Yeah, it can. It's
Yeah.
more of the stoutness of his frame relative to the slender frame or slight frame of the average drow.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah, you
choose
look-
He's
that.
far more
we can't
muscular relative to them.
You are way too small, dude. You are way too small.
I just lift, I swear.
What?
That's all
what,
I
bro?
do.
You don't. What,
I
bro? You
take my
don't
physical
lift?
fitness very serious.
What, bro? You don't lift?
What you bench?
130.
As you draw closer and closer towards the cliffside where the trio of administrative buildings reside, you can see their unique architecture even from here, prominently stark against the calcite that lines the cave. You see a arcane-like spire, a large spider-like building, and what could clearly be described as a small military fort. These three edifices point up towards the ever-glowing ceiling and cavern, standing out quite contrastly against the nearby architecture. And as you draw closer and closer to the melee mag there, you start to notice the guards are missing. It seems almost as if there's a...
Is it sus?
It seems pretty sus. The number of guards you remember seeing on your way in, far larger by comparison to what's currently seen along your way there.
It's because they're chasing us.
Wait. Is there an event happening right now in the fucking tower? God damn it!
Is it sus?
Dad,
Is
or
it
they're chasing
sussy,
us.
this area?
Well,
Do I see anything?
why couldn't the spider mage tell us that? Like, oh, maybe you want to avoid doing this tomorrow because, like, there's going to be some kind of crowning event on the tower. Maybe that's a bad time to do it.
Get fucked, losers. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna win.
Not my problem. Just do it, man. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm trying to compose myself again, honestly. Okay. If you're curious to see what might be out of place on your way towards the melee mag there. Give me a investigation check.
I don't know what the heck's going on.
That's pretty good.
Something is suspect.
It is kind of weird, but why?
Lazarus, give me an insight check as well.
Fuck, I should have insight.
That's not bad, not bad.
Through your various travels to various worlds, governances, you have a degree of familiarity with most military doctrine.
What?
It seems odd that the place where training for the new army is taking place is so poorly guarded. What's more, you don't remember or note flyers or posters of any event taking place today, leading you to believe that there might be something afoot or amiss.
I got an idea. I'm going to use this little spell I've got here. And describe the area in front of me. It's
a winding road that kind of curves back and forth to the left and right, snaking its way a path closer and closer towards the cliffside. On both sides of this winding road are the naturally built-in buildings carved from calcite and refined in the drow way into affluent abode. You see a handful of drow walking down the road. Most of them seem to be going about their business, hurriedly walking and reading over scrolls or checking their watches. Very few of them even pay your group any heed.
okay. This screams ambush to me, correct? Screams some sort of trap, right? Is that the vibe I'm getting? Am I getting the vibe of trap, of they know what's going on?
You're getting the vibe of
something's not right.
Something's not right. Not necessarily trap, but something's clearly not right. There is a piece of this puzzle you're missing, and you're not sure what it might be.
Okay. And this front we're trying to get into the building to burn it, correct? Right?
You don't even necessarily need to go in it. You just need to be able to generate a fire of 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit, and your mission is complete. Set the building afire.
So, can I major image a small little dragon? I'm gonna have it screaming, "Everything will burn! Everything will burn!"
You're announcing the attack before. Okay.
Trust me. I know what to do. Trust.
So, using major image, you wish to conjure forth a small dragon.
Make it look like dog.
That screams, "Everything will burn! Everything will burn!"
I don't know what dog is.
Yes,
and then I'm gonna motion for Chiquita to cast fireball at the same time as the dragon. This dragon that I've made is screaming, "Everything will burn! Everything will burn!" And I want to make it look like the fireball's coming out of the dragon's mouth. Would that be a performance check for this little show I'm gonna put on?
What? You weren't even you didn't even. There wasn't even any eyes on you yet. Why?
There's still none on us. There's eyes on the dragon.
So,
eyes on the dragon.
To start with,
that's gonna be shooting a fireball at the building.
Give me a stealth check as you attempt to cast this spell without drawing any eyes to you while you do so.
I can smack you with greater invisibility if you want.
Fair
Nah, you
enough.
got it. Never mind.
All right. Now, as you walk down the road, the trio of you preparing for whatever may come, Lazarus is taken with an idea. As stealthily as he can, muttering the words and his hands performing the signals, he conjures forth an illusion. That in the form of a moderately sized dragon. Smaller than an adult, but fearsome looking nonetheless. As the creature materializes just above the road, its powerful wings flapping. Chiquita, you attempt to fire up a fireball spell at the dragon, lined up in such a way that it will appear as if it comes from the dragon's mouth. Give me a sleight of hand check and a fireball casting.
Okay, but what if I have control flame and sculpt spell?
Say no more, that's more than adequate. And using your mastery over the arcane, you begin to manipulate the trajectory, the angle, and the velocity of the fireball as it sails forth from your fingers, slow enough to appear as if fired from the dragon, and lined up at the perfect angle to really sell. Now both of you, give me performance or deception respectively.
I have a +10 to this. I'm picking this. Everything must burn.
Everything must burn. I hate the drow. You're all racist. Rah.
This is a dragon.
Rah. Rah. Racism is bad. Rah, burn. Rah. Rah. Yes.
Wow, these are very opposite spectrum. Ooh.
What's that average out to?
And as you create this magical deception, those around you don't appear to be convinced. Though they might not be able to immediately tell the source of the magic, they can tell that this is not a real dragon. But make away all the same, hoping to put as much distance between them and the spectacle as possible. This leaves you on the final stretch of the road towards the melee mag there, completely alone.
Oh, that's so much worse. That's so much worse.
Oh, I thought would the fireball go towards the building? I thought the fireball was getting sent towards the building.
Oh, you're still a distance away. You have to ascend to the top of the cliffside. You're on the road up to the cliffside currently. But if you want to have the dragon continue along with you and do that, more than possible. But you'll need to give me a stealth check. Those present. As you attempt to approach the buildings as quietly and as
Good God.
as possible.
Fuck it, we improvise.
Bro, I'm just gonna slap myself with greater invisibility. Fuck this shit.
Can you
Isla?
put it to Kaz? Can you cast? Can
Oh,
you
wait,
upcast
Isla,
it to
sorry,
Kaz
pardon.
too? Can you cast it upcast
Yeah, I
it
was
to
gonna
Kaz too?
say,
So that,
wait, what? Me? What?
upcast it to Kaz too, so that she can transfer into an actual dragon and actually do the thing. Like, you know, the plan.
No, trust. This is the better plan. This is the improvisation.
Wait. What do I do? Why? I thought I'm supposed to be invisible.
You're gonna be. Just wait.
Well, we're fucked.
Just wait. Trust me.
Tiny whiny noise. Dog whine noise.
Trust me. You're gonna be the dragon. This is the dragon that you're gonna be one day. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I've done this a few times. I've done more than my fair share of arson.
Okay, yeah, I trust you. I hope.
I hope to.
Oh God.
So as you make your way up this road,
This is definitely a trap.
whoops, that was a misclick.
Certainly a trap.
I've never heard anything that screams trap more than us immediately getting spotted and yeah.
So, as you crest the final edge of the hill, you see someone at the end of the road. Their back is turned to you. In fact, they seem to be walking to the trio of buildings themselves. You draw closer and closer. Chiquita? Isla.
No, Isla's not there.
Oh, pardon me, Kaz. I'm
You
sorry.
really need to stop doing that.
It's my notes. It's my notes. Hang on. I'm reading from notes. Chiquita and
It's okay, you
Kaz,
got this, bro.
as you look upon the man at the end of the road, you see as he draws the door to the Arak Tinalith and vanishes through the threshold. And your stomach drops as you watch John disappear into the building.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, now we need to burn it down.
Burn it!
Wait, he went into the Malay.
All right.
Went into the Malaysia Mazar.
He went into the Arak Tinalith.
Okay, to the big spider thing. Okay.
Yes. Your
Yeah,
objective is the building
Wait, let me see.
just adjacent to it.
Burn all of it.
I say we burn all of it. Improvise. We're too far in. Is our group in agreement? We need to improvise due to the extenuating circumstances of that fuckface being here.
I agree. I do not like him.
Are we're all in agreement? You agree?
Stinks.
Yes, me too. I really don't like him. Anyways, here's what we're going to do, okay? So there's a trio of buildings. Jean's in that one, so we need to burn it. We need to burn this one because it's our mission. What's this third one? Are we gonna burn this one anyways?
Ah, makes sense. It would be very suspicious if
anyone
only
know what this
one
third one's about?
building burned. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's going to burn.
Yeah, so I say we... Okay. Now, I'm not suggesting we split the party, but I'm suggesting we split the party.
Oh my
There's three of us.
God.
We can all...
Oh my God.
Now listen. There's three of us. We can all cast fire-based spells to burn down the building. So, I say we burn them all at once.
I just want
And
to
then,
remember that we discussed. I just like to remember that
Run.
we discussed that the other building has anti-magic stuff. Just so that we know. The one
I got a
building
funny
that we told.
distraction though. So, I have a little item. I can take the hardest building. Just trust me on this. I can take the hardest building. I got backup. You two can go take. Which one of you can cast the better fire-based ability? Because we need you to go on the one that we definitely need to burn down. I got an improvisation on top of my improvisation. Okay, I think you've got that one. Chiquita, you want to grab the one that's over there with your
Yeah,
fireballs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna go to the one in the middle that John's in, right? And I got a funny idea. Now, it'd be a little suspicious if the dragon was just here by themselves, but, you know, all the buildings burned down. So, I have a little item, little item that I really like to use sometimes. And, we can make it look like this is an invasion from Valhalla, right? Y'all know what Valhalla is? Have you ever heard of Valhalla?
And strikes hard.
Chiquita would have actually.
It's Berserkers from Valhalla will help us out for this one, alright?
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
I think it's gonna be real good. This is my improvisation. Alright. You all ready? Which one's the one that is anti-magic? Do you guys remember?
It's just so.
Does
I'm not
anyone
going to
remember?
tell you guys. I'm not there. I'm not there.
Do any of us remember which one's anti-magic?
Would
Want me
it,
to roll history?
would it by, okay. Hold on. Would it by chance be the one called Sorcery? I mean, it's kind of in the name, if my hunch is
History check.
correct.
Let's see. Do I remember? Do I remember?
I feel like someone named after the sorcerer
feel
would
like-
be the magic resistant.
I feel like that too, but we need to double check. It might be Arachna Lilith, for all we know.
True.
Your
I don't know, maybe
recollection
Spider.
proves correct. If,
Uh-huh.
as you recall in the words of the Spider Mage, he made mention that the Saussure is the premier school of magical study in Menzo Baranzan, and likely contains a great deal of magical artifacts.
Oh, Chiquita.
Yes.
You need. Do you have like a torch with you that you could just toss on the building? Do you think that building would be guarded? Of course, it's probably going to be guarded, but you know, you think you could get past
You
the
do
guards and
see
maybe
two
steal some of those
guardsmen
items?
stationed outside the front doors of each of these buildings,
Okay,
or
so
gates rather.
Just two, though?
each of these buildings.
Just two.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Okay, just two. That's really shady. Fuck the things. Do you have like fireball won't work because it's anti-magic, right? I guess this could be a torch. It's only that building that's anti-magic, right? From our
That we
recollection.
know of. That you know of.
Okay. Okay. How long do my little Valhallas last? 1 hour. Okay. Are they allowed to go within different directions of me? Would that be an allowed thing?
I mean, you control them, so you should be able to.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically state a distance or limitation as to how they can be controlled. So I imagine you just order them to
Oh
do
no, actually,
something.
actually, it doesn't say that you control them. To be honest, it just
Yeah,
attack.
it just says you. Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, I
Yeah.
imagine you just.
Oh, no. Yeah, they're friendly to you and they follow your commands. So if you can tell them to go wherever you want them to.
Yep.
So I got an idea. I'm gonna separate them into thirds, right? And do we have any more illusionary magic? I can cast illusionary magic again, but only on myself. I could send. Actually, no. I could send half of them with you, Chiquita. Half of them with me. We make it look like the barbarians, the berserkers, burn the place down, and then we could cast illusionary magic on ourselves to make it look like.
Well,
You need a
casted
torch?
greater
I could give one of the
invisibility on myself,
Valhallas.
so-
You could, and then could you light a torch and just toss it on the building?
Yeah, I have
Trying to
like
set it alight.
sticks that I collect, and I can just light them on fire and throw them.
Okay, that works. So, game plan. Kaz, you're gonna burn the one that we really need burnt down as a dragon, alright?
Okay.
I, along with half of the goofy little Valhallans, are gonna charge Arachnatinolith, right? I'm gonna burn it down from the outside, right? And they're gonna charge inside and harass our ever so loved guest who's arrived. While that's happening, Chiquita, you're gonna walk along with the Valhallans. We're gonna try and invade this place and grab as many magical artifacts as possible as you burn it down from the outside with the torch.
Oh, okay.
Is there any holes in our plan?
You can make them invisible if you want, and make it easier.
Make me invincible? Yeah, I'd like that.
I could make you invisible, Cass, whatever you want to do.
Okay,
That's
okay,
me being
yeah.
invisible.
I think I got this.
Alright. No questions.
No, we good. I know what to do.
Yeah, I
Here,
think we
have
just
this.
need to do.
Here, take this.
If you use greater invisibility
Perfect.
on Lazarus, it will no longer be cast upon you.
You have to. You need to
Oh.
upcast it. You have to cast it at level 5 to get 2 people.
Oh, okay, then I will upcast it then.
Fair enough.
Does it? Wait. Before you do that, what makes the spell end? Is it only up to 1 minute?
Up to 1
Is that
minute.
the
There's
only
no.
limit?
That's why it's greater invisibility. So nothing.
Okay,
not,
okay.
Unless it's dispelled, then you're just invisible.
It does say.
All right, let's get the show on the road.
All right, fuck it. We ball.
Yeah. B-ball.
Fuck it. We ball.
As you stand before the trio of buildings, just out of sight, below the crest of the hill, you begin setting forth your preparations. And as Chiquita's final act, casting greater invisibility on Lazarus, takes hold, he pulls from his bag an iron horn, bringing it to his warforged lips and blowing its raucous call. Slowly before you, you watch as the very weave begins to condense and coalesce, taking the shape one after another of barbarians hailing from the great land of Valhalla. Each a mean grimace on their face, a thirst for blood in their eyes.
Go.
And as the last of them is conjured
There's a
forth,
cat boy in that one. Kill him.
and you call you call forth in whispered tones your orders to the barbarians. You hear them scream before charging forward up the hill and towards the Arok Tinolith. The drow guarding quickly rush forward, their numbering in 6 against this number of 16, and are overwhelmed in little
It's 8
time.
and 8. It's 8 and 8.
8 and 8.
Yeah, 1 for 8 for each building.
Oh, okay. So 1 for Arok, 1
Yeah,
for
'cause I
melee.
want
Got you. Just making
No,
sure,
no,
yeah.
no. 1 for rock, 1 for sorcery.
Oh, you're sending one.
Kaz is gonna go burn down. Yeah. Because
Got
the
you,
game
got you.
plan is to send Chiquita and these 8 to sorcery to loot it, and then
I-
burn it down, and then burn down
That
our.
wasn't in the plan. I thought okay, never mind. Nope, I'm not there.
That's part of the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's
All
the plan.
according to
All
Kikaku.
three have to burn.
I thought our plan was gonna go bad.
Oh yeah, I thought ours was going bad. I thought ours was going bad.
This is the breaker of chains way.
You're not wrong.
It is what it
Painful.
is.
Fuck
You're
it, we
not
ball.
And so, the two groupings split. One charging for the sorcery, the other towards the Arok Tinolith. Drawing the attention of the guards for both, they are quickly overwhelmed, retreating to the interior of the buildings they once stood sentinel outside of.
Loot.
As the three of you stand there, watching the chaos before you, what do you do next?
Okay, we burn
Kaz,
now.
You go first.
Okay.
You burn now.
And Kaz begins charging towards the melee make where, the make there. And yeah, here we go. It's golden
Henshin
time.
Henshin. I imagine a magical girl transformation, but instead of a magical girl, it turns into a dragon.
Did we talk about that before? I feel like we have.
I think we talked about Rocco and Gandiva's magical girl transformation, not Kaz's.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now both characters have it.
Hooray! I am the ultimate Sojo Mahou. Mahou Sojo? I forgot that. Whatever.
Yeah, Mahou Shoujo.
Yeah, that one.
Burn, baby, burn, burn, baby, burn.
I like how your reaction to danger has escalated. Let's increase the danger.
Tonight we are young.
It's the game of chicken. Who's gonna give up first? It's not gonna be me.
I mean, look, since we started, every time we have a chance, we escalate. We've never de-escalated, really.
I just want to say I tried. I tried to keep it quiet.
I want to say I'm about to succeed.
Kaz, you reach in deep for that divine essence that flows throughout. And they watch as your form changes, growing, as massive leathery wings sprout forth from your back. And you take the form of a golden dragon. Stomping over towards the melee mag there, you rear back, inhaling deeply before exhaling a massive gout of golden flame over the calcite fortress. As you unleash this torrent of fire, you watch slowly as the building begins to heat up. It seems as if the act of doing this will take time, but not very much. However, how much time do you have with your distraction in place?
That is the question, isn't it?
Meanwhile, running as hard as they can through the winding streets, overlooked by the city district of Misdrift, our party does its best to break line of sight for their pursuer. And managed to successfully do so.
Oh wow, okay.
Taking several breaks left, right, left, and then left again, dipping into one of the nearby alleyways, hugging tight to the wall and watching as your pursuer, slowly swelling in ranks, run past, completely unaware of your position.
Invisibility now, invisibility now.
Alright, well, let's...
I grab onto Frederick and get ready to fly off.
Oh wait, yeah, that has to be level 5, so, because...
Yeah.
Just marking it on my, spell sheet.
Much appreciation. Alright. Lance, as you look to your ally, upon receiving the signal, you unleash an invisibility spell, blanketing you all in its illusionary magics. You watch as your translucent form fades from sight. Now cloaked by magic, what is your next move?
Straight up. We fly towards the top of
I get my quills again just in case, because I realized we're all invisible. I'm the only one in true sight.
Yeah. Lead the way then. Who has the fastest fly speed?
Not me. Mine is my base 30.
Yeah. I think yours is the fastest?
I think Wing Boots is also just base 30.
Okay.
Like 60 feet per round. Oh boy.
And you begin your ascent, flying as fast and as high as your wings will take you, be they upon your boots, your back, your very limbs, whatever that might be. And watch as the obsidian surface of this ancient monolith passes just beneath you, drawing higher and higher still. You're eventually able to catch a sight of the city below, and you see that it is currently in heavy high alert. Guardsmen moving to and fro, patrols tight and scrutinous as they scan and clear. But little do they know that their query sits above them as you continue further and further still.
Itched on?
That's what I'm wondering. Is like,
I think we might have.
I think someone. Did someone overhear us? We didn't say anything outside of the tavern. Oh boy.
Should we have trusted the Spider-Man?
This is his plan in the first place. You wouldn't be here without him.
I mean, this is a little suspicious, so sorry for being a little...
No, I understand. But it's like, no, I'm trying to think if it is him, it makes no sense. Why would he make us do this in the first place? Is he trying to make a...
Jerry makes a very valid point. Why would he call for help and then betray the help he calls in? It's not really anything he'd stand to benefit from. He has no idea who they're going to send to help. So he doesn't know that it would be meaningful or impactful whoever he manages to trick if this was the case.
Unless he's just looking for for us to cause a ruckus.
To seem like the hero.
Just to seem like a hero. Or
so
to use...
he can do something and seem like the hero. Or something.
Or...
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Or he's trying to use it as a, as a reason for them to... As a reason to, I don't know, either to join the Scarlet Tide or to invade the surface. One of those, like an inciting incident, per se.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
False flag.
Possible. Okay, fine. It's a false flag operation. It's possible.
You can say the word.
I mean, we didn't talk to a lot of people about this. There are only a few people know about this.
It's a psyop.
So
it's a psyop. It's a psyop, but we're on the wrong side. We don't know.
I mean,
okay, guys. No.
It's a psychological operation.
Okay, remember, guys. No common.
Oh my god. That's kind of impossible. You know that.
I know. I just wanted to make the reference.
That's such a good one.
Again, it's just like I have to point it out. It's like, okay, I guess we're just gonna like motion at each other then.
Yeah, none of us speak. I don't think any of us speak any overlapping languages. None of us do.
I'm pretty sure.
I think we both speak Sylvan, and that's
Sylvan,
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say because we're both Fae, so.
That's the only thing I think. None of us speak Draconic, I suppose. Anyway, so we're flying up. Hopefully, no flying sentries.
Your party ascends to the peak of the tower, floating just adjacent to its rooftop.
Oh, I guess also I should use my true sight to see if like I can figure out where it is to make it easier for Isla to do stone shape.
Yeah, that works. Or check if there are any invisible guards or traps.
Oh, yeah. The assumption is with True Sight, I can do a scan of everything in general.
True.
And then also make it easier for like how I don't have to fumble around with Mage Hand like, I think it's here.
Yeah, true.
So
and you'll be able to sense the magic too that way.
Yeah. And then you have the
lead box with me, yes.
Yes, okay. We have to do this quick.
As you look about, scanning through eyes granted true sight, you don't see anything immediately. giving you a moment of reprieve as you breathe a sigh of relief. That is, of course, until you look up to the ceiling. As you stare up, your eyes drawn to the celestial glitterings mocking the night sky, you're able to see what looked like stars originally at this close a distance and granted true sight vision. Those stars are in fact arcane eyes staring off in each direction, watching over the city from above,
I mean, we
like
knew
some
that
sort
much.
of eldritch horror.
Yeah, of course Lance is gonna be the one to see this.
Oh, Lance.
The
I mean,
trend
we-
continues.
In fairness, we knew this. We knew this coming in.
Yeah,
So
but
it's-
still, there's a difference between hearing about it and then seeing it, and you're the only one who can understand it.
Fair.
Again, this is still in pattern with everything else.
Now, if all those things have true sight, that's bad for us.
Well,
Yeah.
The thing is-
only a little bit bad.
well, my hope is they're not looking at us, at least as far as I can tell, is they're looking in different directions. So I don't think they're focused on us just yet.
And before all the eyes focus on us.
Yeah, that's why I said just yet, because
Oh,
we got to make this quick, no matter what.
Oh, Farinter, you know me too well.
Yeah,
But I knew it. I fucking
I was
knew
just
it.
about to say right before you guys said that.
I mean, I had a feeling.
Lance, one of the
Like,
eyes rolls wildly in its socket before rolling around and resting on you.
Oh, that's ugly and disgusting. Ugh.
Does everyone else notice, or do only I?
You're the only one who sees through the eyes, true sight.
We need to go. We need to go. Abort the mission. They can see us.
Abort, or do we do? We're already here. Abort, or do we just do it?
Well, okay. Well, can I find? Well, hold on. Do I also see the? What's it called? The not pendant, but you know what I'm trying to say.
The brooch, the
yeah.
artifact, the artifact.
Yeah.
You can't see through the surface of Narbondale. Something about its construction seems to be blocking your gaze inward.
I can't see anything. There's something I can't figure out, and we are in trouble because
A chill
they are
rolls up
looking at
your
us.
spine
Well,
as more
then
and more
we
of the
let
eyes
go.
start to roll
Then-
in your
I am
direction.
not
Then-
joking.
oh,
We
start-
need to
oh.
go.
Then we have to open it now. Isla, open the ceiling. Don't chip it
Alright.
open.
All right, on it.
You don't see it, but you can feel visible sweat from Lance right now as he's like.
Using stone shape, Isla begins to manipulate the construct before her, rending open a clean carved portal, a threshold into the interior, the peak of Narbondale. As you file in one by one, you find the room currently empty, save
That's
the singular
singular.
Hold on.
Elder Dragon.
Ancient dragon.
Ancient
Correct.
spider.
The singular feature within the interior of this room. A collection of arcane marks and sigils scribed upon the stony floor. Opposite the only entrance into this chamber. At the center of these arcane markings, a pedestal. And upon it, a beautiful, ornate ebony brooch, strung on what appears to be a pure silver chain.
I'll go to the main entrance to the door,
Okay.
and stone shape the hinges away. Make it all meld together into a wall.
All right.
Yeah, you don't have to cast it again. You're still on it. So
I wasn't too sure. I just figured I'd do it again anyway.
it's fair.
Just making sure now that we're inside, this is my true sight
True sight.
change. Yeah.
Upon entering, you find that you cannot see beyond the walls of this strange chamber. But more marvelous still, the huge torrent of divine energy you see radiating from the pedestal. Unlike anything you'd ever seen, save the day you received the divine blessings of Ao himself. Truly an artifact of a god sits before you.
Okay.
Lance, do you see any traps around the damn thing?
None that I can tell, but something feels weird if I can't see past these walls with true sight. And maybe
if it's more than 5 feet thick of material, you can't see through it, because true sight doesn't make you see through walls. It just makes you see everything that's hidden. But there are things that can prove.
Was the wall that Isla stone shaped 5 feet thick though?
I don't know.
Well, no, I'm asking Silas. This is just a no.
Actually, the wall construct appears to have been no greater than roughly 2.5 feet in width.
Yeah,
I guess maybe it's just the material.
Well, I'm wondering if it's the material, but also I'm just gonna say it, just so it's like everyone knows, like things feel off again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is, does the question? Can I see? Well, actually, would I theoretically see the? I assume also the ceiling is also impenetrable by my true sight, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's a single stone composition that makes the building material of this entire structure from bottom to top.
Okay. Okay, maybe the magic here or something is blocking it, but also I find it weird that it's being blocked when it's a thing that's all seeing.
Maybe it's a power thing. I don't know. But you can tell that this is the magical artifact. See the freaking...
No question.
Okay, well, grab it with a mage hand. See if you can grab it with a mage hand. Let's get out of here as fast as we can.
I mean,
because they know we're here.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping. But also, like, there's nothing. Can I just do one check, just because I feel like there's something off?
What did you have in mind?
I'm trying to think. Maybe this is not going to work that great, but I kind of want to try and do a religion check, just because there's something just feels off about this, and like I'm wondering,
does it feel right? I guess it's what you're thinking.
Yeah. Or like, if once we pull it, is something going to happen? Like, and can I know that somehow?
All right, go right ahead.
Is religion the one you want me to do since I mentioned it?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
That or history.
Well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess I don't know.
I'll give you a chance to re-roll it, but if you do re-roll it with history, it's gonna be whatever you roll. Since you rolled it as I was telling you that you could also use history. I'm not gonna force you to keep a roll without.
I mean, I might as well, because also history is just more what I'm comfortable with.
Exactly. You know, that's what I reason to. And for how learned. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for the second chance.
You're very welcome.
Holy! I was a 29 and a 27.
B-E-A, beautiful. Okay, give me one last moment while I quickly
Just ensure I have my full list of details.
Oh
So
boy.
it's like what you're thinking is like, does this all add up? Does it make sense? Does this plan make sense, or does it all add up to what the details you've heard? I think it's what
Yeah,
you're
because
trying
also I'm
to-
just wondering, like, why is this the brooch? And then, like, if the eyes are, like, up there, why don't just have it with the eyes? Or, like,
or like, why is this feel like it's gotten a lot more difficult? At the same time, this feels too easy.
yeah, that's the thing. We got to the top without any struggle when this thing is all seeing with the eyes. Something doesn't feel right.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't.
Before we do this, I want to know, like, see if I can just figure something out.
You just want to spark something.
Because, like, once we grab it, there's no going back, basically.
That's true.
Maybe-
That's true.
Maybe that's what it's waiting for us. To
Yeah,
grab
that's why I
it.
want to. That's why I want to just be like, I'm willing to do it, but I want to feel like one last check.
You have a gut feeling that there's something wrong. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Lance's thing is all about dealing with the gods.
True.
Lance, as you look upon this artifact and you rack your brain, you realize something seems terribly wrong. Something just isn't quite adding up. From the eyes dotting the cavern ceiling above, to the ease you had at approaching this artifact. And then it clicks in your mind as you recall the various passages you read in your youth about heroes, about villains, and about gods. As you recall back the tale that Jarl Axel Bainray had spoken to you during your meeting with him before, you remember the mentioning of Gauntlgrim. And it was during this an event had taken place where the acting matriarch of House Bainray took upon herself the Brooch of Loath, and with it decimated drow cities of the Underdark, suppressing them, oppressing and conquering, absorbing them into the monster that is Menzo Baranzan now. And you realize, as you recount those tales and the details there within, that before you is Loth's most powerful artifact, a direct connection to the god herself, bearing within it a fragment of not just her divinity, but her soul. And to lay upon it is to invite her in. Though this doesn't answer your question as to how it seems the events that have transpired before you have come about, you do realize now that it's very likely she's been watching you since you left, since you set out. A nagging feeling of being watched ever since you left Crinty Delarage. Now making sense.
She wants us to get this, doesn't she? Or that she wants us to touch it.
Yeah, so if she
Oh,
knew
touch-
from the start, yeah.
knows from the start and she's not stopping us.
Yeah.
I'm assuming like Lance like said
Yeah,
all
he's
that
kind of
out
mumbling
loud.
it at first. Yeah, this part she's like, she knew from the start.
Yeah.
She wants us to touch it, but I don't know what's go.
Don't touch it. I know. I was already under the mind. Don't touch it. We don't know what it does.
Yeah, but I don't even want to touch it with Mage Hand now.
You hear the sounds of approaching footfalls from the other side of the door, now sealed through stone shape. The heavy
It's essentially
rapping,
a wall now.
Yeah. The heavy
It's essentially a
rapping
wall
can be
now.
heard on the opposite side as they attempt to breach through what is no longer a passage.
Yeah, we have to make a
Yells in
decision now.
undercommon can be heard.
We have to make a decision now.
Swelling.
I say we don't touch it.
Wait, Isla, don't you have banishment?
I mean, yeah.
If we banish,
I'm sure.
you want to banish it?
Well, what else can we do? We're not. No one wants to touch it. We can't risk that.
I can use my spear to put it into the box,
I
and
mean,
then
yeah, I can banish it. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
Look,
Do you want
are
me to
you
do it?
willing to
Want me to do
risk touch? Well, are you really risking to touch it with the spear?
as long as I
Well,
don't, as long as I'm not touching it like directly, right? I don't know how these things work.
I don't. It sounds like even I don't know. So that's with a
But
nat
yeah,
20.
I mean, I can.
Wait, how can banishment work on a non-living thing?
Technically, I don't know actually.
It says one creature.
And
I don't think
then
it
I don't
works.
think it's gonna count.
Probably not.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Well, I mean, it has its soul inside of it, so could it count?
I don't know. I don't.
think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. Let's try the spear thing. I guess.
Okay. I grab my pike and I try to hook it into with the silver chain. I put before that I put the box, the lead lined box down and open it. Then I try to hook the brooch off. First to see if it triggers something or not. I'm a good 15 feet away from this thing, by the way.
Yeah, the fact that even touching it will affect it
I'm-
at all.
I have with my long limbs and the fact that it's a spear. I'm 15 feet away from it. Directly.
As you scramble as a collective to set your plan in motion, drawing forth the box, pulling forth your spear, carefully positioning yourselves that nobody might accidentally touch it. Jerry gently begins to prod the brooch, resting upon its stand. And as the blade makes contact with the artifact, the gentle rustling of its chain can be heard. Clever little insect.
Fuck.
I don't like being called that.
But no, you lie in the spider's web. And I will
hear that.
feast upon you.
I do it faster and like I try to slam it into the to motion it as fast as I can into the box.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Boy. Sleight of hand. Oh, this is gonna end poorly for me.
Okay, if worst comes to worst, I'll try and assist them using remembrance, even though I'm like, this is probably a bad idea because it's...
Oh, that's horrible. Shit. That is horrible.
Well,
I guess
The
that
only-
spooked me. Like, that spooked me. That spooked me.
Oh fuck.
And you fumble the brooch as it falls to the ground from its stand, just next to the box.
Does anything happen?
No, nothing visual seems to be taking place. Though you
That's the
do
case.
get an ominous foreboding that seems to be growing ever more intensely in the pit of your stomach.
We gotta go.
I hook it up slowly and then put it in the box and then slam the box and close the box with the tip of my spear.
Fuck.
And after several attempts to hook the chain upon the the edge of your spear,
It really does feel like I'm at home trying to shoo a spider away with a broom. That's how it feels like.
That's it, fuck that spider, bro.
I gotta thread this needle or else the spider's gonna bite me.
Get in there. Get in there.
and you manage to fumble after several attempts the brooch into the box as Lance lurches forward and slams the lid shut. And almost in an instant, that approaching sense of foreboding seems to abate for a time. And the various celestial fragments you watch glistening in the blackened cavern vanish from the sky.
Oh, that feels almost too easy, but fuck it. I grabbed the box and put it in the bag of holding. I put it in the bag of holding.
I guess technically, would I even really notice the eyes, even if I can't see them? For me to notice that, or until we leave?
Since you had made mention that you had Remembrance on standby, I was under the impression you still had True Sight up.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could look up and probably see like the stars.
Yeah, that as well.
Go away.
Like you literally.
Oh, there's a ceiling thing. I didn't think.
Um,
I thought it was more of a stone thing, not like a glass ceiling kind of view.
Oh, well, it's think of it kind of like
We have a hole on the top, bro.
you're
We made
in
a hole.
a dark.
Oh,
yes,
wait,
yeah.
sorry,
the
yeah, I'm
hole
only
that was
looking through the
stone
hole
shape.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
through the hole in the stone shape that you used to get in. That didn't just go
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of that specific thing, but okay.
But
Okay.
regarding the cavern ceiling, as I mentioned before, it's roughly about 2.4 miles high. And as you go further and further away from the cavern floor, you find more darkness and shadow, and the full height of the ceiling is completely obscured to darkness. In that space of darkness between the hard ceiling of the cavern and the visual, perceptible ceiling of the cavern are those strange celestial lights you see that mock stars. If that makes any sense. So you can't see the ceiling because the shadow is too dark. You are underground after all.
Fair.
But it does kind of give you the impression of a night sky. But now, without the brooch and the magics that it had, it seems as if all of the stars in the sky have been snuffed out over Menzo Baranzan.
Well, let's go. We're going.
Okay. Well, it worked, I guess. We gotta go. We'll figure out the details later.
If we don't got time, let's go.
Yeah.
We go as we're flying up. I got Frederick on my back. I got the stunning stone. I sent it to Chiquita, Kaz, and Lazarus doesn't have it. Just Chiquita and Kaz. We have the stone, but we're compromised. They know we're here. They know what we're doing. Be careful.
They've known since we left. Voicemail.
You don't know, dude. You don't know. You don't have a sending stone.
Send them the voice.
We're flying off, and I don't think we should go back to the inn. I really don't think we should go back to the inn. They'll be waiting for us there.
I think that's the thing. I could feel that when we left, they could see it, but I think what's going on is the hope was we would grab it, and then whoever did would be the vessel to see through to see who we're working for. I'm trying to be very vague with what I'm saying, just in case of who knows what we're still being watched somehow.
Yeah. I feel like. As we're also flying, I nudge part of my chest plate where Cobweb is, and we got to tell your master we got the thing, but I think they know what's up. Something's going on. Do you know what's going on?
Oh, just that you're going and pissed off the queen.
Well, we know that much, but even before that, she already seems to have gotten on high alert. Is something going on?
Like she knew that even we were in that building, so it was all.
She was preparing for this.
What the spider mage told me was that Big important guys coming to visit. Don't know what for. Don't know why. But apparently, his arrival's early. And it's got everybody in a tizzy.
We're saying this as we're flying, trying to like get to a place where we can.
Well, at least there are no more eyes on us, right?
Yeah, but we still need to land in a place where they won't see the invisibility turn back
I
off.
I think while we're flying, we don't need invisibility. It's just when we're going down, because it's dark up here, right? From what I've
but
Yes. It is dark.
but I
where
might
you
as well
are.
not uncast it because it's like it's the only time
No,
that.
I mean, no. The moment we started doing shit in the thing, visibility got down. So you're gonna have to
Oh,
recast
has it been an hour?
I think going up there was almost an hour, wasn't it? Because it's 8,000 feet tall.
I didn't do the math, so I don't know.
It's more. It should take more than at least an hour.
Give me a moment.
I'm sure it definitely faded. I think by the time they saw us, it already started to fade.
Well, my hope is also with the stars out, it makes it easier to.
No, I was thinking that the fact that the stars are out and like when Silas said that the ceiling is dark, we can use that as cover to fly a distance, and then we use invisibility when we go down so they don't see us land. Because
Doing a rough throw out of the math, it didn't even take an hour to get up that way.
Okay.
I would say roughly
that's what I
about like because I mean you said you guys were flying dash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like 60 feet every second for 60 seconds. That's 60 feet every 60 feet times 10, right?
Yeah. That's 600.
Math.
That's 600 feet just right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In as short a time
Plus-
as like 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So 60 seconds, 600. It's not going to take that many 600s for you to get up to 800 feet. Or
Fair.
8,000 feet, excuse me.
Fair.
So I would say roughly maybe like 20-ish or so minutes, 30-ish or so minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. You should still
but
be under the effects of invisible. And then like entering in the events that take place inside. I would say that
Yeah, I
slaps
think,
maybe another
well-
like 15.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
but definitely when Isla casted Stone Shape, that definitely broke her invisibility.
Yeah.
No,
Right,
it's,
right.
Well,
It's,
my constant. Oh,
yeah, because
shit,
when you use an
yeah.
action, it breaks the invisibility when you use an action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
assume me trying to get that thing is also like an action.
Yep. So for all intents and purposes, yeah, I guess, yeah. Now that you put it that way, yeah, I get where you're coming from. Yeah, the invisibility
yeah,
spell
yeah.
would essentially be broken at this point.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
I
thinking
was-
more of the time frame.
So now that we're flying through in the ceiling where it's dark, I think we can keep quiet here. Unless the spiders start chasing us from here, they can climb walls after all. Now that I think about
Yeah, I was like, we can't risk that.
it. Yeah. So we have to decide on somewhere else to go because I think they know about that inn already.
Yeah, I said I could feel we were being watched since the moment we left the building. So I think it was just more of they needed to know who the specific person is.
Yeah. I guess he didn't count on the fact that we have a box and we were not going to touch it.
Yeah, because we had the discussion at the building.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I tap onto Cobweb. Do you have direct contact with your master right now?
Yeah.
Can you tell them that we think that the inn that we're staying in is compromised, and if you can suggest any other safe place for us to reconvene?
Fine. I guess.
One moment.
No,
Maybe he's food motivated. Maybe you could tell he could get some.
I'll feed him when we get down. I can't exactly feed him right now.
I was like, I don't know what to
Promise him
feed him
food.
because I don't think that was
Promise
when I
him
was
food.
around. Or wait, no, it
He'll
was.
be happy about it at least.
Look, when we're safe and we can calm down, we can reward you with what you want, okay?
Not all. Yeah, within reason.
Well, that's why I said reward. I'm not going to specify it until we can figure it out.
Yeah. Oddly, the thing that worries me the most despite the creepy feeling, this went out without a hitch, and that scares me.
I just want to imagine as we're having this discussion, we just see fucking fire and other stuff across
While we're,
the
while we're
city.
flying, it's like, oh no.
Oh fuck. I mean, we were right about we're willing to bet half of the mission is on gonna go well and the other half is oh no.
That's true, that's true.
And as you look on in the direction of the 3 administrative buildings, from your elevated height, obscured in the shadows above Menzo Baranzan, you can't help but feel a pang of concern for the state of affairs of your allies.
They also didn't respond to us, though.
They haven't
Which
responded to us. They
brings
have not
us
responded to us.
right on back over, guys. As you watch Kaz exhaling a massive plume of golden fire, the calcite of the melee mag there slowly glowing an angry orange before taking on a molten quality and slowly beginning to collapse. Your barbarian conjured compatriots charge forth into the Arok Tenelith and sorcery, respectively. Chiquita, as you follow in tow behind these astral warriors, you make your way into the fine building of arcane study. Strange devices and apparatus seem to scatter the lobby around you, as it seems that their studies bleed even this far out towards the entrance. And it doesn't take you long as you watch your barbarian accompaniment begin to brutally butcher everyone they come across, before eventually the sounds of arcane spells and eldritch castings can be heard just ahead, meeting the raucous bloodthirst of the barbarians in equal measure. You grab...
Clarification.
Oh, what's up?
Just a clarification. The sorcery is like, this is like a college, right? It's not like a elementary school or...
Yep, this is a arcane college.
Okay, good.
I mean, who
just
knows
making
in this place? It's like they train them young.
Exactly. I was like, I was under the impression like, are they killing children?
Can we burn down an orphanage while we're here?
It is what
Anyway,
it
fuck.
is.
Sorry. Anyway,
do actually begin their studies quite young.
relatively young.
So, amidst their number, yes, there are drow children, adolescents, and young adults.
Fuck yeah, kill the racists torturing children.
Yes. Yes.
You grab everything you can.
They're gonna.
Every small device, every little knick-knack, anything that looks like it might have even the smallest drop of arcane quality. And amidst, you're able to gather 10 various items, paying no heed to what you grab, just in the blur of moment and action, whatever you see come into view. Satisfied with your haul and eager to complete your end of the bargain, how do you wish to set this building ablaze?
Matches. Don't listen to me, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna take some sticks, and then I'm gonna use fire on them, and then I'm gonna throw the sticks as I'm running out.
So literally just matches.
And then, hold on. And then I will use my control flame and then make the sticks that I throw around like catch onto curtains, rugs, whatever the hell it can, like tables.
As you charge through the building, pulling forth your so far gathered collection of various sticks and branches of funny shapes and sizes, you set them each afire one by one, tossing them into the rooms that you see as you pass, catching sight of the brutality currently filling this building. Hundreds of bodies seem to be everywhere. A gross exaggeration, surely, but the violence inflicted is no exaggeration. Elderly, man, woman, child, sick and otherwise, line the halls, streaks of blood, leaving trails where they attempted to drag themselves to safety, or their last grasping attempts to level themselves before falling forever silent.
As I'm passing by these people who are dying, they're getting firebolts. They're getting firebolts in their face, by the way.
God damn it.
Remove the evidence.
Chiquita makes it a policy to personally execute each living victim she happens across along the way,
God.
adding
What
fire
they-
to the flame both figuratively and literally. And as she makes way out of the building, choosing not to delve too deep in lest she make herself a vulnerable target, takes her haul and leaves the ancestral barbarian spirits to continue their rampage within, exiting the building with the bag in tow.
Once I'm out of the building, fireball.
And with a final turn, you conjure forth a potent fireball and unleash it into the open doorway of the sorcery, adding further fire as a massive explosion rocks the interior building, causing some particular component unseen to ignite and explode.
Nice.
This is what I get for sending 2 Terminators into the arson job.
I mean, if you look at the party composition, we literally put all the destructive people, except one, in that group.
I know, but I was hoping for more controlled destruction.
I love explosions.
Why do you think I said except one?
Oh, if you love explosions.
I was thinking. I was under the impression that I was in the wrong impression that Lazarus has restraint. I forgot who was playing him, so that's my bad.
Look, I just assume it's only me and whoever you're playing that isn't John are the people that are going to be like, maybe we shouldn't destroy everything.
The ends justify the means.
And you watch as all 3 buildings, massive fiery pyres, casting their glow atop this cliff's face. You watch as 2 figures seem to make their way from within the arcane Tinolith. One coughing profusely as she attempts to catch her breath. Her finery and clothing scorched heavily by the blaze. Immediately to her side, a soot-covered man, a look of apathy on his face as he turns his gaze away from the woman and catches sight of those standing the opposite side of the cliff. as Lazarus, Kaz, and Chiquita,
My
you
turn.
lock eyes with Jean.
It's the girl who I think it is. It's the lady who I think it is.
Wait, did I send my group into the Arachtinolith?
Yeah, there's some barbarians still rampaging in there. These two have escaped out through the front.
In there. Did I ever go up there and light it on fire?
Yes, it's ablaze.
Oh, there's a certain way I wanted to light it on fire.
Well, what'd you have in mind?
Yeah. So I presume I'm walking up to there. Barbarians are inside having fun. And I know Jean's in this building, right?
Correct.
Hello?
Sorry.
Okay.
I was typing something real quick. But yeah, you are aware of the man you saw disappear into the building, being in there.
Okay. So I'm gonna get a little backup plan ready here. Lazarus is gonna take out I got this little item. This little if it ever works. Hello. Oh shit. One second, I might have crashed my D&D Beyond.
Oh yeah, nah, that's been happening a lot lately.
No, I crashed it because there's too many dice.
Oof. Oh,
And it's gonna be signed with this in your DMs. I tossed that into the building too.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
You just have that with you? You just have that with you?
It's my backup plan. It's my backup plan.
I just assume any character you have has
It's
a
signed
backup plan.
that, by the way, in your DMs. You can send it to Jean.
I wanna
So
see.
so Jean can see what it says.
you say, and you're just like throwing this into the building, or how are you placing this in?
I'm just tossed.
You're just
it's
going-
being tossed in.
Oh, okay.
Like, if I can see Jean with an eyesight, I'm throwing it at him.
You don't catch sight of it. You don't catch sight of him. Well, you know, hold on. I don't see why you couldn't.
I mean, depends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It really would depend. That's
It's
why I'm
signed.
like,
Wait,
It's
is he
signed
throwing
that.
it? Wait, he's throwing it. If he's throwing it at me, I'm
throwing
gonna
it
tell you.
into the building.
Okay, if he's throwing it at me, that's a different thing though, because I have a reaction for that.
okay.
Enough time to read that little note on it.
Let me
Funny
see.
little note.
Let me see. How do I want to do this? This is a
hang on,
doozy.
Hang on, I need some details to know what he wants to do too.
I want it to be thrown in such a way that it rolls on the ground towards them with the note facing upwards.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, yeah. Give me just one
That's
sec.
what I'm
One
thinking.
sec.
That would make the most sense.
And you have the parameters of what you've been told, so the significance is only as important as I would say John would assign to it relative to his overarching mission regarding that. And then 1 second for the other thing, because that's oh boy. Well, I guess you know what. This is a good one. This is
the building goes up in flames.
I got this actually. I got this perfectly. Would you protect her?
Do I feel like she would owe me if I did?
That is
Or
the drow
which
way.
Man.
then I would. If I feel like it would benefit him and the Scarlet Tide, then yes, he would.
Lazarus, you pull from your bag both a note, a quill, and a strange device that glows with an ominous blue. You scroll a quick message onto the note as you watch the man making his way toward the front door of the Arok Tinilith. With what little time you have left, you stick the note to the top of this device and you whistle as you slide it across the floor that it might fall just in front of Jean. As the device screeches and scrapes across the stony floor beneath it, Jean, you immediately catch sight of this item. And as it draws closer, you recognize that blue glow. Having fought tooth and nail against the Blue Kings, there's no way you wouldn't recognize condensed dragon scale.
Then I do what I said I would. I do what I said I would. If he's not throwing it directly at me, then I would do what I told you I would do.
As the device draws ever closer, the force of the slide pulling the note free from the fastened state onto the side of the device. You snatch it up quickly, and in one clean motion, draw your blade and scar a portal through the air just before you with a swing of your weapon. With your other hand still clutching the parchment, you wrench the wrist of the woman and leap through the portal as fast as you can. As the device primes, growing bright and exploding in a violent azure blast. As you come through the other side of the rift that you scry open, or slice open, pardon me, I don't know what's with my mouth right now. You slice open.
It would be to the manor, by the way. It would be to the manor, just to be clear.
You come to a shaky rest as your feet plant firm on the earth just beneath you, outside of the manor of Nicodemus. You release the woman's wrist and sheath your weapon, looking over your shoulder to ensure that she is not dead. And as you look down at the piece of parchment that had fallen off the surface of the device, you see a message. Happy homecoming, fuckface.
What the fuck?
Your old friend. Signed, CB.
A Lamau.
CB.
Oh, I already know what that means.
I mean, nothing good, apparently.
John looks at it
That's
and
a good thing.
John looks at it and like sighs. And he looks into the woman beside and is like, well, your security is shit. You're lucky to be alive. And he goes towards the manor with a rather rude come along motion with her to follow through.
She shakily rises to her feet. Her eyes uncertain as she looks to Jean. Through gritted teeth, with a shaky tone, she says thank you as she begins to dust herself off and fix her clothing the best she can.
Well, I figured that they're probably more useful to us alive than dead. So, at least prove that I'm correct in that manner.
A Bane Ray always repays her debts, be it in coin or blood.
And he just continues moving forward.
And that, my friends, is where we're going to end tonight. As our parties successfully complete their mission.
Oh, we ended
Well-
earlier. Okay. Wow.
Well, there's a complication for the third one now.
Well, yeah, now they're
Oh, yeah.
There's a complication for the third one now. Ah,
That's true.
But you got a week to figure out the answer to that complication.
I mean, real talk, the complication would have happened regardless.
Yeah,
oh no!
that's
Oh
fair.
no! No! What Lazarus did in particular made it extra complicated. Let's just put it that way.
I realize what you're saying. I think it would have happened, maybe not to like the 100th degree, but like I think we would have been at like the 90th degree.
Yeah, but I think we just no. The thing is, I don't know. Damn it, Silas! Why are you making me play both sides? It's hard.
This is amazing. I love you guys.
Gotta
Just
go
wait for
to a
Medicus
head
to make another
eventually.
character because he's gonna fight John again.
Can't speak on nothing.
You know,
I-
gotta have those riveting rivalries, you know what I mean?
I have a feeling this is gonna end very well for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he looks at Lance again. It's like, I don't even know who you are. Like, fucking dickhead.
But man, oh man, guys. Hype session. I know we're ending a little bit early, but I've got a really, really, really busy week ahead of me. And
That's
I need
valid.
to kind of get ahead of some of those things if I want to make sure that everything goes off next week without a hitch. Because
for sure.
next week
Silas.
is gonna fucking slap.
Oh, yay.
Next week is gonna slap.
I'm curious what would have happened if one of us actually grabbed it.
Oh, I assume that's immediate like possession. I assumed. No, that was my even before we saw what it was like. In general, artifact of a dark god do not touch.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I
yeah.
assumed. But still.
You're not too far off the mark, admittedly.
Yeah, I think,
So
I
all I'm
think
hearing is that don't touch it even now that we have it. Got it.
yes. Oh, absolutely. No, we're getting rid of this as soon as we can. We
Just
don't want
chuck
it
it
any.
into a river. Watch
No,
your fish
we're-
get possessed.
No, we're
no.
planning to get Chiquita to make her box. Then we put it there, and then she makes
Yep.
it disappear, and it's in a pocket
Oh.
dimension forever.
I
So
totally
it's
remember
gone
that.
forever.
Sorry.
It's gone forever.
We're just gonna forget about it.
Yeah.
That
I remember
said,
that.
I would have continued on, but the next part's roughly going to be like 2 or 3 hours because there's
Oh, yeah, the
likely
next-
going to be
Oh, yeah,
combat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Valid.
But as always, my guys, it was mad fun. I'm so excited for next week.
That was a
man.
vibe.
I've been
I
holding
don't-
on to that for so long.
Thank
Also,
you
my
for
work is
inviting us
letting
to
me
the table again.
switch shifts so I can actually start early if everyone else does.
Hell yeah!
Oh, I'm actually talking to my manager, my store manager,
Yeah.
to push my work time an hour back, so I might actually be able to start staying till 1 my time instead of just leaving at midnight.
Hell yeah.
It's all coming together.
Fuck yeah. Just took a little bit of time. That's all it ever does. Time
You know,
is the key.
I had an inkling feeling about what I thought, and then it's starting to come out that it is what it is. I hate it. I love it. I love it, and I hate it.
This is why I don't
Fuck
think
you.
too much.
Oh, don't worry.
Fuck you, Silas,
Lance.
and fuck you, Medicus. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, fuck you both, bro.
This arc ends
Fuck you both.
with Lance making a really big decision. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Of course. Fucking yeah.
Gonna end with a really big decision. We'll see how that all pans out.
I mean, I kind of assumed because it feels like everyone else had like moments,
Yeah.
but it's just like
You're
Lance has
catching
just
on.
been kind of been putting it off. If I'm being honest.
I mean, for what it's worth, he hasn't exactly had the greatest time about it. I would procrastinate on that kind of trauma too.
Well, yeah, because right now he's just dealing like life-altering decision. Maybe not right now.
Yeah,
Put in that.
I
Put
can put a pin in that. Put a pin in that one.
Put a pin in that.
Leaving you
I'm a
out.
godling. I have all my life to worry about that later. I'm gonna go walk away now.
Alrighty,
Well,
friends.
Thank you for coming, stream. Thank you for inviting us again, Silas. Fuck the rest of you.
Thank you.
Love all
Thank
of
you for the session, but also fuck you for the session.
Love you
Right?
too.
Fuck you,
I love you
bro.
guys too.
LeMayo question mark
Thank you. May I have another?
Thank you, mistress. May I have another?
You know what? I think that's my cue to leave. Bye, guys.
Yes. We've been eating uncomfortable.
Alrighty, guys. I'll catch you
Oh,
all.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
What a session, guys. What a session. The pieces are slowly coming together. And by the end of this journey to the Underdark, the fate, the burgeoning gods of Faerun will finally come to a head. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure you stop in. Every Wednesday, we host our session with the Breakers of Chains. And every Saturday, the Yggdrasil Collective, formerly known as the Unlikely Few. I'm gonna try to squeeze in some extra streams this week. I know I've been procrastinating on that terribly, but if only you knew how much art I'm trying to get done in the background, guys. So bear with me. Please, be patient on this poor, poor soul, for I am but a mortal man. With that said, mortal men, or humans in general, just mortals, we need water. You know, that's important. Hydration, key, fundamental, in fact, to health. Good rest, right behind it. So, as always, be sure to drink plenty of water to get plenty of rest, as it's the cornerstone of a fundamentally productive day. But more important than all of that, that you continue to love yourselves and each other, especially these days, guys. That tomorrow might be a better day. And I eagerly pray and hope you have a good one. But before we wrap up for the night, let's send a raid on over to the fine folks on Twitch. Let's see who is online right now. Spread the love and appreciation. Let's see. How about we send the party on over to Vexus Vile, dear friend of the channel, been around since the beginning, and he's playing some Dead by Daylight, which is always fun to watch. Take care, my friends. I will see you. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Off. It just feels like this feels